we've all been here for a while now.
Hey, this is like
We're all
usual start
friends.
time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, we're all
Classic
friends
stuff.
here. Not like I.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session of Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, you all had. Oh, sorry, I'm just moving this guy over here. You all had just returned from hell, having slain the profane dragon, and you began desecrating their corpses in search of raw materials, grabbing both of their hearts and finding a number of items as well, which people were deciding whether or not like who gets what. So let me go ahead and bring those up. Was it three? I think it was three, right?
It was 3.
Congealment encompass a 3D chain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing,
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
the sword staff thingamajig, the what you call it?
Oh, the Eldritch Palace. No, the Astral Palace. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Encompass.
Okay, so these are the four items that you found. You
Alright,
each
Astral
found a
Palace.
profane congealment. You all found a digested Efreeti chain, which is a stronger version of a regular Efreet chain. Um, uh, it seems to have gotten empowered from being inside of the interior of the dragon. One thing that had been previously mentioned is that when these items were inside of the dragons, um, uh, pretty much any of the minor and uncommon stuff that was inside the gullet of the dragon got digested, which is impressive because destroying magic items is usually impossible. But these seem to have actually not only survived the process of being inside of the dragon's gullet, but have actually become stronger as a result. You also found these congealments made out of its blood, and of course, encompass there being one of the things.
I guess if we're trying to divvy it up, I guess we could start with the which one do we want to start with?
Roll.
I'm going to
Roll,
return
let's
us to the
go.
Sinking City for this because it feels more thematically appropriate.
Wait, what happened?
We're going back
We're
to
going
I'm going
back
to
to hell.
return
Oh, okay.
just for the sort of setting of it.
Okay,
It just
one
seems
for
more
the
appropriate.
chain, 2 for the palace, 3 for the encompass. Alright, let's start with the palace.
All right, let me actually bring us back to Minaros. There we go. It was like, meanwhile, back in Minaros before the party headed back.
Alright, let's divvy up. Who wants the palace?
All right, yes, please make the roll for the Astral Palace if that is if you're
Tony
interested.
wants it, actually.
Tony wants it.
Yeah.
Tony wants it, but they're not here.
I have terrible news regarding the
Oh,
fate.
no. My first reading it.
I guess I'll roll for it.
What is Far Step?
Pretty good.
All right, you're rolling for the Astral Palace, Malarka.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
I am not interested.
All right, it seems to Malarka, it's just you then. You pick up the Astral Palace as you see that these like little tendrils of blood and astral energy are staring at you as you pick it up. Some of them try wrapping around your wrist a little bit. Not very hard. You kind of just pull them off like spaghetti, but they're there.
Alright, I re-rolled for the second option to choose from, and it's the
included.
and I have
Hey, what?
gotten the encompass next. The encompass is up for grabs. The artifact weapon, guys.
I am interested in Encompass.
Alright, I guess if you're interested in it, roll.
While rolling, just as a note to other folks, if you actually took a level as Warlock, do double check your, like, at least for me, spell save DCs, because mine got super messed up and started correcting based on level 1 Warlock instead of my level 20 Necromancer.
No.
No.
I
It truly
had
is a
just put
cursed
in a
gift.
correction effect here because I was like, what the hell?
I see. It must have changed your spellcast DC when you did that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think you're the only one getting encompassed in River.
Hog.
I
That's
want
wild.
level 20. And I don't have anything that would, like, give me enough HP to make this item useful. I have like 150 HP.
All right, I guess the encompasses is rivers now.
Nice.
By the way, is it clear to you what the second bullet point means on that River with the
Yeah, I'm gonna note precisely how much that winds up giving me, and
Do you have multiple
You care to finish
above
that
20?
statement?
I have 2 above 19.
What the fuck? How?
By I have a belt that gives +2 to 1 that brings it from a 19 to a 21, and then I've been doing charisma every time, so that's my 20.
All right. So I guess next one will be the digested Ifriti chain. I have a personal interest in this one myself.
there's no contest then, or is this anybody else going for the free train? Otherwise, that will belong to Phoenix.
I
Yes,
don't wear
Mark?
armor. I have natural armor.
That will do it.
So, you know, it would be
Yeah.
a nice wardrobe item for me.
Oh my god.
What if I hold on?
Has her
I'm
fake
gonna-
cape, so
I'm gonna roll just to see what I get. Hang on. Okay. I would not have won any of these contests anyways.
You rolled as river.
Wait, what?
You
How am
rolled.
I river?
We're all Ripper on this blessed day.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I think because you clicked on River's token or something when you rolled. That's probably it. And since you were the owner of their token while you both were
Oh, right, because his feet wasn't working. That's what it is.
All
I
right.
was like,
Well,
it's
I
where I
guess
clicked
the
my
3D
name.
chain is mine. Woo!
Yep. You all get one profane congealment.
Cool. Oh wait, who got the polish? Sorry.
tis I.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Melarka got it.
Cool.
During that time, you then spoke with the demon. I'm just continuing to recap. You spoke with the demon there, the Amnesu, and after discussing with her god, Maestra opted not to bring the demon back to the material plane, thus she returned back over. And while here, Ash went over to Professor Yogar to ask them about the construction of a soul beacon like thing. As Professor Yogar turned into a spider and took a look over at the heart, they remarked that you would need somebody with like profound mechanical experience, which is when the kitty widget was brought out, and they said someone of that skill level would probably know what they're doing. And that is basically where the session had ended the last time. Oh, and then Phoenix went over to continue her hunt for the teeth of what's their face? Dot bot. Gadash.
Davalnar. Davalnar.
Yeah. Fought a shadow dragon, and on the verge of actually getting taken out, they managed to cast a Gias onto the dragon, which prevented it from actually hurting Phoenix anymore. And so I had to surrender and provide them the teeth that
Phoenix will return them as per contract.
I fucked up. I hit wizard instead of warlock for my thing.
Oh.
Silly goose.
Is there a way to undo that? How?
I think let me see.
So,
Delete the class.
Yeah, I think
off
you
of
have to go
your
to
sheet.
the. Yeah, I think it's under features. Yeah, it's in features. Just go see where wizard is in features and just get rid of it. Delete it. Remove it. Annihilate it. And it's gone.
Okay.
Boom.
I'll make sure I do warlock this time.
And then check your spell save DCs.
Oh, you just changed the ability modifier back. The ability used back.
Oh, how do I do that? Hold on.
Bottom right.
Damn it! All right, that makes so much more sense. All right. All right, let me
Yeah,
go
let's go
fix
ahead.
all this shit again. Jesus.
Phoenix will handle your the you. It was a Vistani if I recall correctly, right?
Yes.
You returned the teeth back over to the Vistani, who it's been quite a while since that you had went and tracked it down. As they look at the teeth and they go, "Oh my lucky stars, you did it!"
Yes. It was actually quite the search, I must add. It was somehow gotten in the hands of a shadow dragon.
Oh wow!
Though it would seem that you may
Some-
want to put up some sorts of barrier to prevent shadow fiends from entering your enter something as sacred as these.
They you kind of you're holding on to the pouch of the teeth at the moment, and it looks like they're thinking about something.
I am thinking. Also.
There we go.
I love the nice music and then the nasty backdrop.
I know.
Then Amnesia is just staring at us like he thinks he knows what
Oh,
he's doing.
Yeah, we had the Candlekeep music, but we were in Minara
whoops!
still.
Whoopsie! It happens sometimes. The commoner hold on. Sorry, not commoner, the Vistani.
The Vistani commoner.
Vistani
Wait,
commoner. Not wrong.
Vistani. What are they doing here?
That's
Blackblood.
the person who Phoenix took the mission from to receive to find the teeth.
No way.
Like, wait a second, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I just didn't put two and two together, that's all. More like one and one, honestly. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh, what's the name for that? The thing where your elemental resistance is like adaptive resistance. Thank you guys.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Sometimes you just gotta say it out loud, you know.
It's under
I-
the variants page. if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
I think it's like, I don't know if this is just like me being a dumbass or it's me being bilingual, but I often forget words in both of the languages I'm proficient in.
Like,
Like,
what's that
I
one
don't know what
where
it's called in either language. Just like, my mind does not comprehend.
I don't know much Japanese. I know some, but sometimes I will have that same thing where it's like, I know the Japanese. Why do I know the fucking Japanese when I'm barely fucking fluent? I'm like elementary school fluent. Low elementary school, to be frank.
But what I mean is, like, I forget it in both languages.
Oh, that's worse. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just forget words in general, and have to like route around my normal language centers to find it, or slam my head against the brick wall that is me forgetting. It doesn't happen often anymore, but it used to be every 10 minutes I'd forget something. Like I'd forget the word night or breakfast or something like that. just super anywhere from simple to complicated, and I'd remember the first sound, not even syllable. Like if it was breakfast, I'd remember b b b b.
Yeah,
I'd go on
I
like
don't
that.
even know how to sound. Like my brain just stops working.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I'm in the
mostly
middle of
when
a
I had a.
conversation
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I just stop talking.
Yeah, no. If I stop talking, it's because my brain decided it didn't like shit, and it's like, yeah, no, you don't get to fucking talk at all, or you can barely fucking talk. I think I've had days like that with this group, haven't I? Where I like couldn't fucking talk at first, and I was really fucking hesitant when I did. Or was that my other group?
I do not remember.
It might be the
It
other
happens
group.
sometimes.
Why'd you roll 8d30?
No, it's not 8d30. All right, Phoenix, as you're holding on to this bag, the Vistani. So I was just double checking a lot of stuff real quick. As the Vistani is holding on to this bag, you see them kind of shake their head and they go, "Could you take this? I think any good fortune it's brought to me is finally lost. If this is all it does is attract demons and monsters toward me, and I have no way to protect myself against them. Perhaps it's best I not be the one holding it."
Phoenix has a look at the teeth and just like, I see.
What do the teeth do?
They
He
chew.
gave it to us, the teeth of Dalvinar. Phoenix will look at the bag of teeth and it's just like, if you feel as though that your safety is compromised by having this teeth, I will take it off your hands and I'll make sure that these will be placed in a place that they'll be rightful. They'll be used in a respectable manner. You can have my word on that.
In a law-abiding manner.
Fighting manner.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, and I hope you don't feel as if you wasted your time. Here's your payment. As they go ahead and they provide you 50 gold pieces. Good thing.
Yeah, he'll take the 50 gold pieces. He'll tip his hat. And he's just like, thank you for your contribution. And let your friends know if they need anything to find that Detective Phoenix is on the case. He'll hand them his card and proceed to walk away.
Walk away dramatically or just walk away? Because I always thought
Dramatically,
everything.
obviously.
I
Yeah, okay,
imagine
that's
Hell
okay.
your business card is just like a sending stone, kind of.
He
Yeah,
hands over like
how? What
he
does it
hands it
say?
Goes to an
he hands
answering
out
stone.
his card and then he turns around. He places his pipe on his mouth and the wind dramatically blows his trench coat.
All right, there we go. That's
Hell
more
yeah.
like it. That's more like it. Okay, so you do have these teeth with you, and if you choose not to like dispose of them per se, and you hold on to them, it is an attunement item. You do not know which teeth are inside the bag. I've already rolled for it. However, there are teeth. You can feel that there are 10 teeth in there. Um,
Oh boy.
when you draw a tooth, you kind of have to decide immediately whether or not to implant it or to plant it into the ground, which will summon something, which may or may not potentially include a Trask. So
Let's go.
So hold on. I did see that. Okay, so I can't see the contents without pulling the teeth out, but can I X-ray to see the
Correct.
contents of the teeth I have?
You try, and it seems this bag is intensely magical. You cannot be pierced through it,
Oh boy.
just like magic.
Interesting.
Combat with silence. Smashes teeth. with
Yeah,
hammer.
wait, that's actually a good point. Like, can you like hold on like to the teeth in the bag and see if you can make out the shape?
Hold on, these teeth
If
don't
you
show
attempt,
up as attunement anywhere. Oh no, it does say attunement required. Okay.
yes, you have to attune to the tooth to make use of it. Sorry, I've already rolled for which teeth, if any, are inside the bag. Or I need to hide the exact
Okay.
amount I chose.
Hello, my headset for some reason did some weird thing, and I just didn't hear anything for like the past 1 minute. What was that you guys said?
We're
Uh,
just planning on pulling Mimi and Malarka and just planting the teeth and seeing what happens.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mimi.
no,
Yeah, there's a lot of
you have to use an action to reach into the bag, and the logic there is probably that the bag will probably literally try biting your hand off if you attempt to like just feel around.
You'd bury the whole bag.
No, like from the outside.
yeah, from the outside
Like
is
that,
what I was
I
saying.
don't think it matters because like it's just teeth. Like you probably can't tell what it is.
I mean, I feel like archaeologists would agree to
Trying
disagree.
to- yeah.
I think my concern is that technically Phoenix is not the type to want to use such a chaotic item.
All I'm
I
hearing
think
is
technically
I'm a
Phoenix is a
pussy.
coward.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, you know who absolutely would want to use that chaotic item? Malarka. Like,
You know it would replace one of your attunements. As soon as you pull a tooth, you pretty much like it will forcibly attune to you.
Yeah,
Unless
and
you
I
plant
I
it,
have
right?
three. I currently already has 3 attunements, and
Is
they're
there
all kind
anyone
of.
that has an extra attunement slot?
Like it
Is
only
there...
attunes to you if you choose to implant it in your mouth, right? Like
And there's a 50% chance it just forcibly does so. Like if you
Ah.
just hold it.
Hell yeah.
Or it would there as soon as you pull it, there's a 50% chance it will immediately sow itself and summon the creature that is associated with it, which may or may not be a Trask or ancient blue dragon.
Mhm.
Or a 50% chance it just immediately implants and attunes to you. So you have like one turn to decide.
These dentures know
Or it'll
what
decide
they
for you.
want.
oh my god.
Dentures of death.
Okay, Malarka,
Really
I
assertive.
think you should go for it because
I mean, I'm
it's
not doing
funny.
anything with it now. I'm
It's
undergoing
funny.
surgery. I can't go playing around with a Tarask. Okay.
They're like, I'm already going under surgery and you want me to do this.
Well, I can't do it. I have 3 attunements.
I do
I mean,
have
I
a
also have 3
freshly freed
attunements,
attunement. I
but
have a freshly freed attunement slot, but
Take
I'm
it.
not looking. I have all my teeth. I'm good.
Take it. Take it, you pussy.
God.
I am what I eat.
Oh my god. Take
you eat Chinese food?
Oh,
Where the
yeah, I
heck did
do.
negative energy absorption come from?
Yummy.
Why is that on my list of passive effects?
Little
If
hibachi.
I had an attunement slot, I would.
Okay, okay. Since this item is of an extremely significant variety, and this is an item that Phoenix would probably never use because that's just how Phoenix is. Can
Where is
maybe
it in the
Phoenix
thing?
try to find a a group or company similar to the Harpers that will safeguard this equipment?
I
And
mean,
he,
we can just put it in my safe right now, right next to my jar of Orcus, you know?
anyways,
Jar
is that
Orcus.
is that something Phoenix can have a look for, or does he know about, or does he have to do that one like his next long rest or whatever?
Sorry, where
That
is
would be
this
kind
in
of
the
a
items tab? What's this called?
sorry, let me import it. I don't know if I actually imported
The
it,
teeth
but
of
I did
They're
link to it.
imported. They're there.
Okay.
They're the teeth of Dalvanar. They're at the bottom.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh yeah, you're right. I did totally import them last time. I was bright.
Oh, it's got a new picture now, though.
Oh
That's a cool
damn.
picture.
Yeah,
Kind of wild.
the description is long, but what it basically says is you can have multiple of these teeth implanted. When you draw a tooth randomly, there is a 50% chance it automatically attunes to you and gives you its effect, or a 50% chance it just summons something after like a moment, and that creature will uh be hostile to you and your allies.
I mean, I guess if Phoenix really wants to, he could try going on that quest at the very bottom.
Oh, destroying the teeth.
Yeah.
So like later, basically. This would be like a post-campaign sort of thing.
Yeah. So basically, what Phoenix will do right now is that he sees this item as just far too chaotic. So what he will do is that he'll like store these and probably in his dimensional office or whatever, and he'll basically go into long tangents and research post campaign, I guess, finding where each teeth originally belonged to, and then go to the places to destroy them.
What's our seems to nod along. You even mentioned that this Vistani themselves was plagued by other demons in search of this tooth. It's probably nothing but a bad omen, or in the wrong hands, a tool for destruction.
I do actually. I have a question about that quest. Um, you don't know which one you pull, so how do you know which area it came from to destroy it?
That's the thing. We'll figure it out.
All right, have fun.
That's why it's post campaign.
Sounds like a fun character building quest for you.
Sounds like a fun character ending quest for you.
Yep, exactly.
Can River come
It
with
sounds
you?
like such a Phoenix thing to do, to go out and try to destroy chaos, even if even if it might be fruitless.
We're here to destroy chaos.
Well, it sounds dangerous and fun, and
Chaos.
like we'll travel if we do it. So I'm in if you want to do that.
Yo. I mean, Phoenix won't say no to extra help. Either way, I guess I'll go ahead and finish up my week's rest button.
Throw that
Hold on.
challenge before Quill. You may have Candlekeep, but does Candlekeep know the mystery of the teeth of Dalvernar? Didn't think so. Right? Like, checkmate. Like,
Alright, give me just 1 second. Hold on. I just have to find one thing really fast that might be important.
All right, guys. Let's just say
All
I've
right.
got some
Um. Uh.
rings sitting in Jello.
As you make this commitment, essentially, Phoenix, and you hand Watsar over the teeth, and they find the basically you've had plenty of security measures instilled into this office to try and make sure that you can never have thieves or the like, or um and potentially just put, like a self-destructive rupturing mechanism for uh safe documents that cannot be seen. Your aspect improves due to your commitment to the law.
Yo. I like the sound of that.
And so your aspect is improved in that you can now cast Find the Path at will.
Hey! That was also pretty good.
nice.
What's that?
Find the path is the one that's, I think, if you know or
It's free
have a
real
general idea what this.
estate.
What was that?
It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
Find the real estate.
That's the first thing that came up when Aqua posted the spell description.
It's free real estate. Here's the spell for those who don't know.
Sixth level at will. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, and then they got buffed as well, right? Not I think it was buffed on the document, so don't forget about that.
Oh, hold on. I need to check the buff version of it.
I think it's instead of 1 minute, it's one action. Instead of it doesn't require gold as the component anymore.
Well, at will,
That's
it
not
removes that
concentration.
component, anyways.
Yeah, there's one tooth that I would not mind getting from that. It's the very first one. That lets me fucking revive someone. I mean, it's 8
Amazing.
times, but that's still about 800 gold I can save of diamond
Just for
match.
fun, see what would have happened if you had rolled the d20 Mitra like twice. Let's see if you would have even gotten it. Even assuming it was one of the teeth available in the pouch. They're not all there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to roll for it, just do it. Just to see what you get.
Just for fun. You would have pulled a 10 and an 18.
Oh no!
Oof. Yeah, those are.
That's the Tarrasque
really
one, by the way.
bad.
You
Wait,
genius,
you
yeah.
I had pulled a Dread Octopus, a Mage's Spectre, and then a fucking Tarrasque.
Was there actually a Tarrasque in there?
Goodness.
Assuming
One
that
straight
I
one,
will
by the
tell you
way.
what, I guess everybody makes a commitment that they have no intention of actually like retroactively using this knowledge to go after what was in the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, Phoenix has
I think-
safeguarded it. He would never tell them. So
I think we've got too many side quests, and by we I mean me.
Both the 18 and the 20 were inside of the bag.
Dang.
the
Dang.
Tarrasque one wasn't there. That's
The Tarrasque
hilarious.
was inside. You would have summoned a Tarrasque, and it would have been the aquafied version. So
Oh,
Fuck!
you can
Jesus.
decide how you would like to
I have
interact with
fought
that.
that thing before.
I remember
do
finding
not-
that thing. We fought that thing inside the other group.
Yeah.
That was so hard. No.
You decided in Candlekeep, and it's
Tarrasque.
like I think we have made a big mistake.
Listen, if we summoned it inside of Candlekeep, Quill probably would have come running too.
Man, when did we fight that one? I think that was like an extra session that we did against the Tarrasque.
Yeah, it was like a one shot. We had bad internet at that day. That's all I remember. That was sad. It was supposed to be a lot more fun, but then like it was like wonk internet connection.
Yeah.
Unlucky. It
Yeah.
happens.
Unlucky. What can you do?
Or
What can you do? It happens. So after that, that's Phoenix's task settled. Then Alec, you still have to do yours, but I have and also Maestro, you have yours as well to settle. So let me go ahead. You are?
I am just going to be printing contracts for my allies. That's it.
You do not need a whole week to print your contracts. All you
Yeah,
like
but it takes me
you
like
don't even make contracts.
I know. I just like what I mean is it takes 2 spell slots to do this, and I only have 4 in total, or I guess 8 with the level 20 feature. But it's kind of like it's gonna take me a while to like actually do it. No.
No, because you get your slots back on a short rest.
It'll take like a day, tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did Ash? You didn't take yours either, did you?
Wait, take my what?
Your downtime week rest.
Wait.
Wait, did you?
Let
You
me see.
did write the
I did write a paper.
Right. Okay.
Then we'll probably have to do the surgery next week because Maisha's
Well.
not good at researching shit.
I
I could research it.
mean, what do you think, Aqua?
Like researching before the surgery, or are you going to just try the surgery this week?
I mean, what do we need to research for the surgery?
Actually, this might be a perfect opportunity for River to help expedite the process. As a River, I believe you had a certain task in mind, and now you have a reason for going there. Is that not true?
That does seem to be true.
You may explain the benefits of a call to your 2 teammates here, or 3, I guess in this case.
As you all know, my god is one of knowledge and learning, and in his realm it is said all knowledge is recorded. And
Mm.
as part of my week, I could see if I could travel there and learn what we need.
Ooh,
Sounds fun.
Neat.
that could be useful. Um,
You also tell them that upon reaching 20th level, this mark on your face seemed to have expanded significantly, and you feel as if you have gained
Does
the blessing of a Cobb to go to the realm.
Ooh.
it appears I have aberrantly been marked in a draconic way. So if I get the thumbs up, I can just plane
if you
shift.
are down for doing that, that would
Dude,
be
it's
helpful.
my calling in life. What do you mean? All right. Well, then I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Wah,
Uh,
wah.
Safe travels.
Thanks for your assistance.
Wait,
This will-
what? Where are you going?
I'm going
To
to the
Bakham's realm?
Outlands.
so he can
Why?
research this surgery that we're gonna do for
Yes.
Malarka to give her a modified profane dragon heart.
You guys are crazy.
That's,
Hold on. This sounds like something that happened in the last group too.
That's why in the recap, when she put there has not been a meatball incident, I put yet.
You guys are crazy.
we like meatballs.
No, I'm not even talking about the meatball situation. Wasn't there like an item inside the last group that just like changed somebody's entire organs or something like that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the clockwork heart.
Is
For
that
There
not a
you go.
meatball incident?
No, there was like a gosh dang item that replaced somebody's entire internal organs.
Goodness.
Yeah. So if you're the one doing that research, Alec was gonna do his thing. Oh, Alec is doing the contract work, and what else are you doing?
I guess you could also in order to become a stronger warlock, you are going to need to amass some followers. Perhaps consider if there's any other followers you are interested in attempting to bring to your cause besides your party members.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Where's my
I'll
background?
I'll go in Baldur's Gate at my house and try to recruit all the people that work for me in the house.
Interesting. Okay, we'll see the results of that in a moment then. But that is a
Yeah.
fine plan for
Not
this week.
not just the people that work for me. That's just a joke. But I was gonna go and ask around in Baldur's Gate if anybody wants to start on a new venture.
Maishra is from a mercenary company, the same one that Ra was from. So if you want, she can send a letter of introduction there if you want to go. I don't think we established a specific city for that, but it's quite possible. Let me look at Ra really quick.
Well, I don't know, but I do all of my business in Baldur's Gate, so
Okay, as you figure out the specifics really fast, Maisha, you've been working on this address with the seamstress who came from the
No.
Harpers.
Malarka has.
Malarka had worked on. Yes. It's going to keep happening. It'll probably keep happening forever. Um,
damn, he gave up trying.
I did. You go ahead and manage to create the equal.
Damn, that is gorgeous.
Nice.
I want to actually fucking wear that.
Wow.
Same.
Same.
I don't. That looks very complicated to wear.
I mean, yeah, but fucking hell. Ooh. Conta charisma.
How pretty. The Ichor weave. Oh, here's the item set.
think it's technically Ecor, but
Icker.
Icker.
Mhm.
liquor weave.
Look her. I barely know her.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Interesting. That's
Pretty,
cool. I like that.
pretty baller. Yeah.
Do you also have the baby version?
The baby version is no, I don't have the specific baby version, but
Baby
you
shark.
have it.
Okay. If you want to wear it in game, I can make you a uncommon attunement item that gives you +1 AC.
I'd like to use Profane Congealment to increase Encompass's DC by 10.
It is an
Put it on
artifact and is
Encompass.
ineligible for further blood.
Oh,
What?
wait.
Encompass is an artifact. That's
Yeah,
right.
Encompass is an artifact, so you can't use
Oh,
it
I
on
see. I see. I see.
Specifically stated, because I think Aqua knew we were gonna try it.
Oh, non-artifact. I see.
It's also been bathed inside of that blood for a while.
That's
Adding a
true.
little bit
That's
more
true.
blood at this point is going to do much.
That is a good. That is a good point.
Ooh, who has the partisan? Partisan
That-
of perdition.
Currently on Alec.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, I know. The uncommon Icar Weave would have the second bullet point once per
Oh,
rest. Once per
I'd
day.
like to use Profane Congealment to increase Ring of Malice's DC by 10.
There you go. That's what you're talking about.
That would work.
Okay, that's what I would like to do.
All right. You get 2 benefits. You can actually do something else with it as well if you would like.
Malice.
Can I do it so that I can also cast it as a reaction?
Hmm.
Is
Yeah,
it
right now it's a bonus action, right?
It's
Yeah.
both of action and
So-
bonus action.
As an action, bonus action, or reaction. But still just I think I specified that it was always intended to be once per
Yeah. Because it's like casting a leveled spell. I can't do it a million times.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, never mind. I don't even have to add that clause then. There you go. Then yes, your Ring of Profane Malice now has a DC 35 dominate monster with able to be used as an action, bonus action, or reaction.
That's insane.
And we never fight a fiend again.
The fiend starts its turn. I use my reaction. What? Like at the start of the turn, I use my reaction.
I'm gonna remove Profane Congealment from my inventory.
Huh?
Just for aesthetic purposes, can I integrate my mind guard crown into my mask? My so far just visual thing.
Yeah, go for it. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do this in just a second. Hold on.
My toxic
I'm
blood
making
crown.
the item.
I mean, I just edited the mind guard crown I had on my character sheet, but yeah.
Guys, I found the perfect reaction image.
Oh?
Let's see it.
I'll put it in campaign now.
It's even said by Rose. It's perfect.
I love it. Oh god.
That is amazing.
That's from when you're doing like the Ren Mei
Yeah,
Questline, right? Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now, sort of in the background.
All right, there we go. There's the red weave. It's the uncommon version. It is very. It's like kind of a derivative version of glamour weave.
Nice.
So you're able to make that unattuned versions for everyone if you wanted.
Yes, that uncommon unattuned version is available to anybody. Although note that you can't wear it over your armor. So
You
Yeah,
can wear
that
it
may be
under
you
your
have
armor.
armor. Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
you cannot wear it under your armor. It will not work.
Some of us don't have armor. Hold up.
You are unarmored while wearing it
Mhm.
though, so there's that. You're
What if you
like,
have the
which may be
dragonhide
cool.
feet?
You are
Dragonhide?
still
Dragonhide would not be like this is not armor.
That's
You
helpful.
can benefit from Dragonhide while wearing this.
It's a dress. It's not armor.
Maisha
That
will
way you
take
can
one just
slay.
for the fucking slay looks.
It'll be like the time that you need to look nice. You have it in your back pocket.
Did they
And
get
plus you got
water? Did they get a discount?
Yeah, how much does it cost?
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, it's your dress, you choose.
I mean, wouldn't it be based off the rarity? At least the general price range.
It's Malarka's dress. They can absolutely
I
decide if they want to make
I
it a
suppose so.
loss.
Let me take a peek here. I can do. So I think I'll charge like 600. Actually, wait. What's the second bullet point again? Use collection. Use constitution aside. Yeah, I'd go for like 600 gold, and y'all get friends and family discount. 599. No.
Oh wow.
No. I think I could probably just make one for y'all. Whoever wants one.
Thank you.
Y'all have been helping me out.
Does it have to be a dress?
Yes.
I don't want to wear a dress on Alec.
I mean, you can like you could glamour weave it a little bit, and you can like cut it up and make it or request alterations to make it like more fitting for yourself.
A cape.
That could work actually.
A cape would be possible. It is close enough.
You know, it's
Sure.
possible.
Can
to
I
me.
get a cape? Wait, is this armor technically?
No.
No.
It is not armor.
It is not armor.
Okay, then yeah.
Hold on. What's the replacement? You can replace a
Charisma with a con.
unfortunately my
Wait.
charisma and my con are the exact same.
Wait,
Actually
but
my
I
charisma is
can-
better.
Yeah,
thought an
can I?
You're wearing
I
the,
thought it
you're wearing
was-
the digested free plate anyway.
I thought
Yeah.
it was. I can replace con with charisma. Never mind. That's. I have like
That's the other one.
20 to charisma.
Yeah,
Wait,
Maisha has a
actually,
10 charisma, so this is useful for her.
Technically, while Phoenix is in fact wearing the armor, he's also wearing the clothes of bending, which is basically his signature trench coat over his armor.
nice.
Maisha still has a cloak. An unattuned cloak of protection that she never ended up selling. She unattuned it when she got her aspect.
Would you like to change this from a dress to a cloak then, Malarka? I mean, you could easily change the way it looks regardless.
Yeah, I can customize for each individual. It's not very hard at all.
So between a
No,
cloak
she
or a
wants-
dress.
She wants a full fucking dress for that. This is for social situations. So, she would take off her armor when she does that.
Holy moly.
She don't.
I mean, is it possible to get a so I'm currently wearing my clothes of mending, which is basically my detective outfit. But like, can I get like a detective outfit even if I don't receive its benefits but in that color? Like a trench coat in red and black.
Yeah, I can do that.
Is that something that's available, Aqua, even if I don't receive its benefits?
Yeah, that's possible. You wouldn't get any benefits from it, but yeah, you would just have a red trench coat now. So now you'll have matching outfits if you have a social situation to go to.
Amazing. Yeah, Phoenix would actually
That's more like
require
it.
for a red
Damn!
trench for a red and black trench coat so that he matches everyone.
Wait a second. No shot. I'm actually cracked. My con goes
can
up
I
by
agree?
3, so it's actually a 28. So if it's not 252, it's a 28, which means my paladin aura is +9, which means my flash of genius is +9.
Oof.
Damn!
Wow.
Nice.
Wait, and that +3 con
Gives me
increases
60
your.
HP.
Oh my god.
Before I planeswalk, can I request just an outfit, like a non-magical?
I can make you anything you want.
Can I get a trench coat with slits for my wings in the colors of Bokab, which
Oh
is
my
purple
god,
and gold?
like Castiel from Super.
Like Castiel, yes. And you're the one with the demon in you, right? We're totally supernaturaling.
Yeah. I did like his trench coat with wings. That's true.
Can I interest anyone in a leather jacket?
Yeah, that's my character. I'm obviously Dean.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
So you go ahead and you
Yeah.
get this nice trench coat to begin your journey out the river over to the realm.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get that started in just a moment. You've been doing this while the seamstress is working out your instructions. This is kind of what you were able to do during your time, as well. You think? Uh, yeah. Okay. The unfortunately, I was thinking if there was anything else, some other way to do something with like Constitution ability checks, and I'm like, wait, there are no Constitution ability checks.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Literally nothing.
Imagine if it said that you can turn Constitution ability checks into Charisma ability checks, and it's like, excuse me,
Mm.
you're doing what now?
I mean, I would take it.
It's about the principle of the thing, really.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the
so
number of life.
number of life.
42?
Yeah. 42.
All right. So River, you go ahead and plane shift as you exit out enough out of Candlekeep that you're able to do so, and you begin walking forward toward a cliff as the teleportation kicks in.
Holy crud.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
It
there's
almost like
signal at the top of
transitions
the
before your
tower.
eyes.
This is the Outlands. Hell yeah.
Like, no, this song is for the Underdark. Like, we'll never forget this playing for the Underdark.
Yeah.
You guys
Dude,
were in the Underdark
It's very
before, I
fitting
guess?
here too.
Yeah, we did
Oh, yeah.
a level up training set before we took on Big Bad Evil Guy for a Tomb of Annihilation, and we went to the Underdark, and I nearly died. Also, Hyper Light Drifter is a great game.
It's
Hell
very
yeah.
good.
I love Planescape so much. Hell yeah. I'm pogging.
You see the realm. You see the realm before you here in the Outlands is in every direction from this high cliff that you can witness multiples of the different subplanes inside of their own little sections coroned around the central spire of the Outlands.
Is the Library of Lore visible to me in any direction?
Check. What was the Library of Lore? Let me check.
That's giving me some PTSD, but it's fine.
I
The
mean, I've got
Library of
other
Lore?
music,
Libraries?
so
Yes, libraries.
Yeah, you're like, no, not libraries.
He teleports from one library to another.
Yeah, I'm in my element. I love libraries. Learning is amazing. Plane shift? Let me see if
Sorry, I had to look up the information about the location
yeah,
of the libraries.
plane shift does say I can specify a target destination in general terms, such as the City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire, for example. So I'm targeting the Library of Lore, but you can't teleport into it. Those who try find themselves at the base of the Great Stair, and at the top is the library. But that's just how it works in like the Greyhawk wiki. If you want to do it differently, that's a-okay.
You do actually see that from up here. The Library of Lorne's out of the Baron. It's on top of a sort of barren little plateau. A barren bluff, it's actually technically called. And you can even see the single narrow staircase that winds up the side up to the top to the library itself.
I make my way to it, and as I climb, I'm praying, reading from the words of the prophets, which is one of Bakab's holy books.
Okay, give me just a second as I get some information about something.
Why'd you guys go to the Underdark for your training arc? You guys are nuts.
Because I don't fucking know. It got us to level 20 though.
Like, you guys are nuts.
I don't fucking know. Don't ask me.
That's like asking to be your mind's devoured by mind flayer.
we went to the Underdark and then we adopted some baby hydras as well. That was not in the Underdark, but we also did that as part of our training arc.
You guys are
He's
That
nuts.
was
just
great.
jealous.
Mhm.
He's just jealous. It's fine.
Exactly. Wait, River, is your god Bakab?
Yes.
Okay.
I couldn't even leave. We couldn't even leave the area with Strahd.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were just like we had an entry to the Underdark and part of a Cholt, so to the Underdark we went. And this was the music for it, which is why I always associate the song with the Underdark.
You associated this song with nothing but pain and misery from the Underdark.
I
Alright,
came so close.
as you did. Y'all fought against some nasty creatures down there.
Yep.
They're like they could occupy like your bodies if I recall, like, and like
Yep.
mind control you for a bit.
Yep. It was a time.
Good times, good training arc. It worked.
Yeah, right? Like we leveled up. We all lived. It was great. Nobody absorbed anyone else.
What's that supposed to be?
I'm looking at you people in your
Hmm.
meatballs. Like,
Okay, give me a second. I was just importing something. You know, River, that based on the teachings and the lore that you've previously had, that to go up the staircase here technically will require, at least from what you understand, a trial through 4 primordial elementals, each more threatening and devastating than the last. What is your what's your plan essentially for this?
My plan is to be a badass.
Bruh.
I respect the hustle.
Do I know if they're like aggro immediately, or are they more like we are the guardians of the doorway, or like whatever?
You're pretty sure that based on what Bakab is like, they are very much on the we are the guardians of the doorway kind of side of that spectrum there.
Yeah, I plan to because I speak primordial. I plan to just like present myself as a paladin and like formally request entrance and talk to them about research I want to do and things I've studied. Show them that I'm a good Bakabite.
Like
I don't know what
you
they're called.
get
Bakobian?
I also also don't know what they are, but Bakabite's kind of funny, so I kind of like that. You begin ascending the side of the barren bluff when you see the first of those elementals turn around the corner there. And in primordial, inside of its ignorant phrase, it does state out to you who to trial up the stairs to the library art
Is that
thou.
an axolotl?
I was gonna say it's an axolotl.
He's so
Oh,
cute!
What? How is okay?
Look at it.
It's a magma axolotl.
yeah.
Yeah.
My eyes
Hail.
must
You
be
know,
broken because I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to call that cute.
yeah.
Uh,
It's the
so like,
vicious kind of cute.
You're like it's friend shape.
yeah, I'm like, hail, great protector. I am a humble servant of our Lord God
Yeah,
Bakub,
it is
and
a
I
pet Zasha, isn't it?
request I would like to enter the library.
They kind
Tyler,
of
why
look
are you
at you.
muted?
Oh, I think they've been this whole time. I think they're listening in.
Yeah.
Is that true, Zoshman?
I miss your voice. You should talk.
Maybe they're sick. You know,
You can do it.
sick as in rad. And
Ooh.
then you do a
Uh-huh.
kickflip.
Do a
He's
kickflip.
sick
Yeah.
AF.
I mean, just typing in the
You see,
OOC chat.
River, do you see that the you don't have any insight proficiency, so you like see that this radical. You see the texolotl here is what it's called. Is the name of it texolotl?
Ooh,
Uh,
excellent.
you can't get a read on what it thinks about you, but at the very least, you can clearly see that it's sizing you up, and it doesn't seem impressed. You so small and frail to go to the top. You will not stand a chance. Leave now before if you can't value your life.
I know that in my passing, my soul will go to his realm, and I fear not death.
Knowledge is more important than life.
You can also be like, this is not my final form, and turn into your ASMR.
Yeah. Does he seem to like my trench coat?
You lack the insight necessary to tell if they admire your trench coat or not.
How do you know? Roll an insight. Let's see what happens.
Can I
Not
roll it even though
Yeah,
I'm not proficient?
you can absolutely try. You can certainly try.
Mhm. Well then, sure. Hmm. In a realm of super cracked skill checks, just having a meager +4 does feel kind of like it's right
I
below a
mean,
42.
you analyze, you did delve into all the knowledge you have of what it means to insight something, all your history, and you recollect everything that you remember about the books you've read about body language and how to intuit what something is thinking. Unfortunately, none of those things were about axolotls, and therefore you find that yourself wanting in the insight department here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, +4 is better than like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of my skill checks are +0.
Mm.
And then
Damn.
3
It's
of them
not
are just
even that
+3.
bad.
Can I roll religion to try and think to myself about what might appease this elemental?
Yes, you do have. You are familiar with the teachings of Bacab, and you try thinking about what would Bacab do. You know, it's like a what's WCBD kind of
W
situation.
WWBD.
WWBD.
WWBD? WWBD?
Yeah.
What would
WW, but
I do that a lot? What would Aqua do? What would Aqua do
Damn.
when I prep for my sessions?
Oh,
WWBD is nuts!
oh, my heart. Oh yeah, I bet I messaged inside of the Anything channel, but I was like talking with one of my friends, and they were like, one of my students, they're obsessed with Jamaica. They keep talking about Jamaica, and then I was like, at least they're not
What?
obsessed with Deeza, and they're like, what Deeza? It was
Oh
just
my
game
god.
over. It was just game over at that
It was
point. That
too
was it.
easy.
It was too easy.
what's Diza?
He's nuts!
Ah, you got me.
That sounds like
He's
the kind of joke
nuts!
that will come that you could be able to do a lot over there in Korea, and they would never catch it.
Yeah, but it's funnier if you do it to another English teacher because at least they understand it. River, go ahead and make the religion check.
Picturing you in front of a classroom.
Where's Luna?
D's nuts. D's nuts.
No, that's
Nice,
an
and you have
appropriate river
expertise.
roll.
Yeah, that's more like it. You have advantage on this as this is specific to your background as well, which is done
Advantage is
nothing.
fake.
Advantage is fake. You you think to yourself about what you are sure that Bacab themselves isn't malicious, as it were. I don't believe so. At least my understanding, Bacab is not a malicious person. They are the god of the arcane about knowledge, about foresight.
Oh,
They are more
They're-
neutral than anything. I think. I think they're
Mhm.
neutral.
yeah.
Yep, true
Yeah.
neutral.
Mhm.
Maybe lawful neutral, but
At least
knowledge
as
for knowledge
described.
sake.
Yeah, yeah. True neutral. Just get out there and learn, kids. I'm going to remember that scene in
Oh, sorry.
Avatar: The Last Airbender where they like give a piece of knowledge, or like the beginning of this campaign.
Oh yeah.
I would like to go into my notebook and get sketches I did while in Minaros of architecture and like a frame or like a sketch of the Mnizu doing his like poison magic and be like try to persuade this elemental that I have knowledge to record in the library as well as things I want to discover within the walls.
One second.
Oh! What the fuck?
What was
That's
that?
that's a lot of dice.
What was that?
Who rolled that?
Sonic.
Who's? Are you the one with the matte purple dice? Or mate? However the
That's me.
fuck you say that. What the fuck were you rolling?
Why doesn't matter? I was just rolling.
Because I'm a curious bitch.
I just wanted to roll 100d100.
Fucking hell.
There's a lot of dice in our screen.
Oh, they are called buckle bites. How about that?
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
Hell
what about
yeah.
that?
Amazing. I'm just grabbing all the dice and just stacking them. No, I was still
Just trying to.
God. Fine, I'll try to stack. No, guys, please.
No.
I'm trying to stack. I get like halfway through, and then you guys are just like, no. All my hard work down the drain.
Give me a moment. A moment's ready. I'm just double checking something.
Oh my goodness.
Almost done.
Guess what dice I'm rolling?
Huh?
Apparently, I'm not going to be able to stack dice.
My hat is red. Yes. What is
Wow.
that die?
And what's that one? Because that's not a D10.
It's a D12.
Nope.
D8.
Nope.
Okay, well.
Wait, are you talking about this one or this one?
Hmm.
All right. Through your teachings, River, what you know is that almost certainly what Bacab is going to be most invested in is like twofold. One, these guardians are here to make sure that nobody kills themselves because the library itself is often patrolled around by guardians and the like in order to protect the knowledge. But in the end, Bacab doesn't really care if someone is up here trying to get this knowledge for good or bad. They're probably interested mostly in seeing how one is able to use their magic and their magical items in order to best the challenges presented in front of them, and this being one such challenge.
Hmm. Okay.
It is essentially a test of magic more than it is a test of might, including magical items.
Fair enough. Da, 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 da. Okay. So I'm just gonna try and my first thought is like, all right, well in that case I'm gonna walk on by because he's here to protect me in my mind. That's what I think. And so, or in my character's mind, I should clarify. Um, however, I know that Bukab does want some sort of show of learning, so I'm going to circle of power on myself so that if it does try and test me with some sort of interaction, that I'll be buffered from it, and then I will hover just above the steps to indicate that I don't fear falling.
Okay, here's what you see as you're walking by it, and it's like I've given you a sufficient warning as it goes ahead and tries breathing out a nice handy dandy fire breath at you to see if you are able to even temper the flames.
Okay.
Here is the go ahead and make this would be a dexterity saving throw, which I believe Circle of Power gives you at advantage.
Okay. Advantage is fake.
You say that, but you have a gosh dang 42.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's saved for half.
Yeah, it's saver half.
All right, so half from Circle of Power is 38, and then half because I resist fire is 15, 19.
No, Circle of Power says whenever you pass a save, and that with those conditions, you just take no damage.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it does say that.
Your Circle of Power literally wards off the flames entirely as it tries gouting you with another display of fire once again. One more dexterity save at advantage.
17.
Oh my god, how many
40,
17s?
42 is the answer. 42 is the answer.
My birthday's on the 17th, so it's a lucky number.
That's true.
Amazing.
You just are not taking any damage at all from the flames that it is gouting you with here as it takes like 2 steps backward.
That's intimidation right there. I say you roll intimidation.
Can I roll intimidation? And just like
Yeah, go
look at
for it.
him over my spectacles like an angry librarian.
Yo.
I think an angry librarian would be. I have advantage because of menacing. Oh, advantage is fake.
It just says a primordial icy, and just slithers away.
I allow it to slither away. Which I should specify, because if I did succeed in frightening it, it actually can't move while it's within my aura. But I do
we have
allow.
another Paladin of Conquest. Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Totally
Dude,
forgot.
knowledge is power, bro. And power is all that matters.
I
You
just went
see,
right on.
you arrive over to a section of the stairwell that seems narrow, and then a lightning strikes on the other side. As you see one of these appear over there. It doesn't say much; it just keeps on striking the entire stairwell between you and it with a constant barrage of lightning strikes.
I bow respectfully, but I don't slow as I walk through.
All right, so then one of these strikes manages to like hit onto you directly. That would be a dexterity saving throw in that case.
I have learned the secrets of lightning, brother.
River is
lightning,
immune to lightning damage.
lightning and thunder.
You just keep walking. You didn't stop walking against the fire elemental. You don't stop walking against this lightning elemental representative of the primordial force of the creation of lightning, as it keeps on trying to strike you repeatedly and still nothing. It just hops away. The other two challenges go very much like this. You just don't stop walking.
truly,
Primordial
truly a
Okay.
paladin of knowledge. Now that right there is fear.
I want to see the other arts though. Did you upload them? That stag was really cool.
Let me see.
If
That
not,
was
it's fine.
fire.
I don't want to make work for you.
It was. Let me see. It was this guy. Well, where's this lad? Where is that at?
Watashi no kasa desu.
You know, I just learned recently that the word for what do you call it? For chewing in Japanese is mogu. It was like mogu
Yeah, mogu
mogu.
mogu. Yeah, they have a lot of onomatopoeia phrases. Doki doki mogu mogu, waku waku, ji.
I only know about the mogu mogu because there's a drink called mogu mogu, and I think it's really funny. It's like hilarious. It's just like, what's it called? It's called mogu mogu. Okay, this works.
I am totally gonna fall over in my chair again.
Stand up in your chair.
Sure.
That's even more
Standing.
dangerous. Because then it'll twist. And while I've done that and fallen from that as well, no, I fell the other night during the normal time I would have my Thursday session. Just 'cause I'm on a wheelchair on a wood floor. If I lean over too far, it'll slide out from under me. I've got my foot propped up on my desk, leaning back. The other one tucked under me so there's no counterbalance to the front.
So these are the four primordial spirits that you saw back to back. They have all been unsuccessful at being able to stop you. I mean, I'm pretty sure at the very least, go ahead and make a strength saving throw as the Earth one kept on trying to buffet you away with like like spikes and moving the ground around and shifting the terrain, most of which you're able to just sort of float over anyway. You're fine.
Yo.
Just keeps walking, bitch!
Damn.
The water element, for its part, literally has you walking through water in order to reach its side, of which it keeps trying to freeze around you. But you are immune to cold damage, and therefore it is fruitless.
Dang.
Just I will not be stopped in the pursuit of knowledge.
Most impressive.
Thus, you make it to the top where you find the library that you were seeking.
Hell yes. Then I will go in.
So, having managed to get up to this point here with the what let me go ahead and read the description out loud about what this place looks like inside. The exterior definitely just sort of seems like a sort of imposing library, but the call themselves have never been much for quite the aesthetics as they have been about the substance. And so on the outside of it, it's nothing too special. The inside, however, has more to it. Inside, unlike Candlekeep, which is more of it's a maze of dimensional like linkages one after another. This one is just a straight maze work of passages. However, as you arrive to the library, you can feel the presence of a cob guiding your way forward toward the knowledge that you seek. What is it that you are aiming to uh, research and find?
My primary goal in coming here is it is said that the schematics for any magical item that has been made exists somewhere in the library.
Mhm.
And so I would like to find the blueprints necessary to allow Ash to get the soul thing into the kitty widget.
Ooh.
Which that's what you guys are talking about, right? Is that right?
Yeah, we were planning on having the kitty widgets creator help with that, but if you can get that as well, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think.
Otherwise, the main point had been about um, any helpful knowledge for transplanting some part of the profane dragon heart into Malarka. Make sure things go well.
Mhm.
So I guess those are my two goals, both of which involve transplanting profane dragon parts into other things. So maybe they'll be in the same shelf.
Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
Yeah,
Chapter
exactly.
1 of Profane Blood. Never under any circumstance do you transplant something into another being.
No,
The end.
chapter
However,
1,
if you
sorry, it's
do.
chapter 1, 2, and 3. And chapter 1 is never under any circumstance cook it into a meatball and try to eat it.
There have been
Mom,
stories of certain individuals that have eaten the dragon.
Oh boy, we cooked the special meatball from Don't Cook the Special Meatball.
Special meatball from
No,
Dunk.
you've got a bunch of viscera from it. We could make a meatball.
Oh my goodness.
The more
I
dangerous
probably
it
won't
seems,
taste as good.
the more dangerous it seems, the more willing I am to help you do it. Just as a general rule.
Hold on one second. Wait, are you into the two items or three? You're surely three, right, Malarka? What's your third one? I see the Astro Palace. I see the Ecor Weave.
Me?
Oh, the Ring Muscle.
No, it's which
Oh,
one is it? The heckin' the White Dragon Mask.
okay. Oh, and the Dragon Mask. I see. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment.
I definitely need one of those fucking queer seating chairs where you can like stick your leg up on something.
Wait, what?
I'm complaining about my legs because I will put them up and prop them up and move them around, and I need the
Oh,
weirdest fucking positions in order to be comfy. And it
see,
doesn't help that I am a tall ass bitch, and so I've got long legs.
How tall
gotcha.
are you?
5'11", maybe 6 foot.
On a humid day, puff
The
puff
last
up a
time
little
I
bit.
measured and let myself be measured, I was 5'11". I did not let myself be measured since then. I
Mhm.
was 5'11 and a half.
Oh,
I had somebody trying to tell me
smaller
that they
than I
were
thought you'd be. Okay.
Yeah, you're above my
somebody.
height. Nice.
I've said I
Someone
am a
saying
fucking tall bitch.
I was hanging out with one of my friends. They were like, oh yeah, I'm 5'6", and then I kind of gave them an incredulous look. I'm like, you're not 5'6". And they're like, what? No, I it says 5'6" on my driver's license. I'm like, you can't be 5'6". You're not. I'm up 5'7". You're definitely not 5'6". You're shorter than me by quite a little bit. You can place any number you want on your driver's license. And they're like, well, that's why I think it is. And I was like, okay, well, why we have a tape measure here. So they were not 5'6", they were 5'4". And
Oh my god.
That
it
lying
sort of shattered
mother.
their like little worldview about themselves. They're like, I've been 5'4" this whole time. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you let them live in happiness?
I
I
mean,
am
I might be shorter than I used to
5'7".
be, because my meds will help with that, but I've never liked being tall, but I'm more used to it than I used to be.
Bro,
I,
same. I fucking hate being long.
oh my
How
goodness, like
tall are
my
you?
arms.
I'm 6'1.5".
Poggers.
Yeah,
So
Malak and I
6
are
Dang.
the
feet,
tall,
Scott.
horny lesbians. Well, I'm
6 feet
lesbian.
6
I
inches.
can't remember if you've ever said whatever.
You're
We're the
not
tall
sure of
bitches.
her in sexuality. You should look at her about me.
Oh right, yes. Derp.
I am apparently. I thought apparently as an average height American male, apparently I'm still
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
isn't
Okay,
average male
yes.
height like supposed to be 5'8", 5'10" area?
I am
What?
5'8".
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are 5'8".
5'8".
I am 5'8",
I'm
so like I am
I'm
the
I'm
average.
5'7", so I'm like one inch shorter,
The
probably because I'm younger.
pinnacle. Oh yeah, that's how that works.
Wait,
This is what
Aqua
peak
is
male
younger?
performance looks like.
I thought
Yeah,
Aqua is older than
no, I'm
Phoenix.
the youngest one in my
I thought
family.
I thought they were non-identical twins. I didn't
No.
actually
What?
think that,
True.
but
I
It's
don't
actually
I
doesn't
actually
matter
think
never,
how
that's
tall
I
they
what
are.
actually
you're throwing
never
out there.
considered y'all's ages before. So
I really want to be taller to assert more dominance, but I am 5'7". Although I do lie and say I'm 5'8".
you wanna trade?
Yes, are you kidding? I want to look down at everyone.
Oh,
Scrub. Because
I
like most of my friends that are female are shorter than me, so it kind of feels like I am tall already.
there's one
That-
lady at work who's like 6'2",
Wow.
and she tends to wear like fucking platform heels.
Ah,
Well,
God bless her. Good job.
uh, she is the reason why I'm more confident with my height. Dead ass. Her and fucking internet, but she is a
Internet.
boss
Am I
bitch.
playing with a group of Amazons? What's going on here?
No, I am average height for a woman, so
Okay.
What's your?
5'4".
All right. Wait, are you
Point and laugh.
tall?
I'm
Is
not
that
small.
average?
God fucking damn it! It's that's average in the U.S.
I think
And
Oh,
I hate it
5'6"
when so many of
is
my
the
friends are like,
average.
"Really? I thought you're taller." So I like to think I exude large energy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I'm
what
also
counts, to be honest.
a lot of East Asians, and they're shorter on average. So like when I was in Vietnam, I was like, why am I so tall here? Why are you-
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Aqua, we're pretty much the same height, right?
We are exactly the same height. Yeah, 5'7".
Yeah.
I'm an inch taller than just
Yeah.
apparently two people in
Yeah.
this group because apparently I'm
Oh.
playing with Amazons and Goliaths.
Yeah,
You're
unlucky.
you're for real though, Aqua. When I was in Malaysia, my feet were like hanging off the end of the bed. I was like, Jesus,
Oh, that happens all the time for me with regular fucking mattresses. So I always
yeah.
want like a long or queen or something.
So I have this friend that, well, like I don't really talk to her much, but she used to be on like her college's basketball team, and she was 6'3".
Damn.
Like literally the tallest woman in like I've ever seen.
Hey, Zia.
Yeah.
Did we just somehow manage to collect every single Amazon into this D&D group chat? Is that what happened? The percentage chance of there being that many tall women in this chat are not
There were-
supposed to be that high.
What do
I
you
feel
mean? I'm like, me and Ash are like kinda like average, maybe a little taller than
Ash,
average for me.
Ash, you said
Big
you're average
tall
for an American.
energy.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
You've got big bitch energy. There we go.
It's because it's probably from all of the rugby and stuff, but people are always like, I just thought you were bigger than what you were because I don't know. I'm like,
Big bitch
I'm not
energy.
afraid
Yeah.
to just get shit done. So
Oh no, I thought it was because I saw pictures of you and I thought you looked taller.
I am broad for my size.
Yeah,
Broad.
Zashi, how tall are you?
They said they didn't know.
Oh, roughly, yeah.
This always conversation
Oh my
reminds you
goodness,
of this.
that fucking chart. Oh my goodness.
Lucky.
I love that meme. I saw it like yesterday and I was laughing.
It's a great graph.
International giant ladies and their Latvian general don't find me.
Oh,
It's like so unintentional too. Like they just didn't know what they were doing.
Oh my god.
It's like
So
they
funny.
scaled it, they scaled it up instead of like
Like the lowest measurement is 5 foot to.
That y-axis is so funny.
Yeah,
I love
well,
that. That's amazing.
my
this is why
roommate is taller
images
than
on
I am.
graphs are important.
Exactly.
Yeah, my roommate though, she is taller than I am. I don't know her actual height, but she's at least an inch or two taller than I am, maybe 3 or 4. Not 4 maybe, but she is definitely taller than I am, and it's amazing being around tall, confident women. So I love this fucking
Amazing.
Yeah, normally I'm all
Yeah.
like folded up because I tend to just kind of lounge.
Poor little India just literally squishes. Literally steps in. Yeah, just
The image just keeps getting more and more.
you have died.
More and more
Okay.
distorted.
River, you find yourself inside of the library and looking around. On your pathway to searching for this knowledge, it's a bit of a winding maze. Do you have any tools to assist you on this maze? And you seem like you'll be fine about it. But do you have anything that would have assisted you, or are you just relying on Bacob's guidance at this point?
For sure, Bacot's guidance. I mean, I'm a paladin. What more guidance do I need?
I guide myself in the name of God.
Yeah, I have the power of God, but not anime on my side.
At this point, we are fucking anime.
But I am sketching sort of my surroundings as I go because, of course, I need to. This is my first time here. This is a big moment for me. This is like being invited to your crush's barbecue. Like this is great.
Yeah. The library here is quite large. Unlike Candlekeep's library, it's not large because it's like bigger on the inside than on the outside. The library itself is just massive. And as you go ahead and make your way through, you do indeed see that the tales are true. Every magic item that you have ever known about that is strewn sort of between the hallways and like little chasms below inside of this library that seems to extend deeper and deeper into the barren buffet that it is precipiced upon. looking down, you see that there are shield guardians that are always patrolling around the hallways, and it's almost like magical force fields that keep these items in their current stasis. It's like almost, it's close to like a museum almost. And delving further and further, you see all kinds of them. Even at one point, as you're reaching, this is multiple days worth of trekking that you're able to finally find what almost seems like a book of vile darkness, even just a copy of it, securely guarded by a plethora of magical golems.
Is my hunch that I should read this?
It is not. It's secured. These are all like museum pieces,
Oh,
essentially.
okay.
See,
Yeah. Look, but don't touch.
much.
Have I gained any insight into the sort of method behind the layout that might help me sort of find what I'm looking for?
You definitely believe that by just your faith alone, you will find what you need.
Then I follow it.
So certain, eventually you stumble upon sections of the true library, and within them you do find a shelf that does seem related to the hells. Knowledge that people have, you were pretty much the first one who has ever been in this section of the library. There's no evidence anything else but constructs have ever gone past this section, as you do see the parts there about the soul machines themselves and about the profane dragons that are used. The methods, essentially, of Mammon, the Archduke of the third layer of hell. Their secrets now seem to be before you inside of a book.
Then I gingerly, because I don't want to rip a page, start flipping through, using my keen mind to memorize the pages as I turn them.
Oh, all right. That sounds like this is a nostalgic trick.
Like, wait a second, this is something I heard somebody else do.
Well, I'm a speed reader and a competitive learner.
It's unfortunate that he and Phoenix don't always see eye
Imagine,
and eye.
imagine a competitive learning.
You did. You knew that ahead of time.
Competitive learning implies casual, unranked learning.
Yeah. Doom scrolling Wikipedia.
Seeing how fast you can get from one thing to another.
Yeah. I can get to Hitler in 2 clicks, no matter where I random article.
Oh my god.
That's a
That's a classic
that's
Wikipedia
something.
game. No,
Classic.
yeah. Bored in college, my friends and I would press random article and then see how fast we could get to him. It's
What?
very fun. There's a method to it.
Really fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this. You can actually get that to
The
you can
trick
get
is to get to any country that was in World War II. Like that's pretty good. Pretty good
Interesting.
technique. Like
Doing the same thing, but clicking YouTube videos until you get to like.
Can you imagine Hitler any percent?
yeah.
Or conspiracy theory shit.
Yeah. No, it's good fun. You like set a target topic and then hit random article, and then you can only click hyperlinks that are in the article, and you have to get to like wherever your friend wants you to get.
Amazing.
It's like GeoGuessr, but for knowledge.
give me just a moment.
I still cannot believe that a rainbow exists. Like that man is crazy.
Rainbolt?
Yeah, for the guy that plays GeoGuessr. Have you seen
Oh,
his videos?
the ones where he's always like only a kilometer or two away.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He like sees a blade of grass. He's like, I know where I am.
oh, that street sign is this kind. These lamps are made in this kind of area, or
Yeah.
this is this historical architecture, or this
Yeah, but
kind of
sometimes
terrain.
he's literally like, okay, I'm gonna guess the country, but the picture is upside down and in black and white and also
Oh yeah, I've
pixelated.
seen stuff like that. That's ridiculous.
And then he's like, "Oh, yep, that's India." Like, what do you mean? What did you see? I'm only looking at the picture for 1.2 seconds, and you're like, I
Yeah.
barely saw what was happening, and he knows exactly where in the world that
I
is.
can
Like,
only see the bottom 10% of the image, and he sees the ground, and he's like, "This is Mongolia." I'm like, what do you mean? How do you know this soil is Mongolian? What? Why do you know which road that is?
It's
yeah,
Mongolia.
Yeah, that's some
You
straight up Sherlock Holmes shit.
Yeah.
go ahead and I'll find all its information, and including, yes, there it is, the schematics that you were indeed looking for. These, you have no artificer knowledge yourself, but these schematics here are well documented. This seems to have been, if not one of the only, if not the only, certainly one of the only people that has ever approached one of the actual machines and then lived to tell the tale. You're not sure how exactly they've done it. You would need to study the book more. But whoever this individual was that documented this information, they're lucky to have ever reached Mammon's area and
Yeah.
escaped at all.
So the blueprints, I'm not gonna try and like look at and memorize because since I'm not an artificer, I don't think I could describe accurately enough what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna try and sketch in my notebook as accurately as I can the exact sort of blueprints that I can physically bring them back to Malarka and Ash.
It takes a while, but you've got a whole week. You've been working on this for quite a bit. Working through, you go ahead and get these accurate details. As well, you learn more information about what it means for this profane blood, these profane dragons. Is their very blood essence itself is related to the soul. That's all things that use the profane blood will inevitably uh have be afflicted with it, and you learn more about what the process would look like about uh the hearts and the anatomy of these dragons. The heart of the profane dragon is very much one of indiscriminate soul absorption for the most part, right? It's not something they can choose. If you're trying to learn about like more about what that process might look like, again, not an artificer, but the nature of the heart and all the details about it. Um, creatures that are given this blood. What's the way? That's the best way to phrase this. Malarka themselves would be start exhibiting aspects of becoming a soul beacon themselves.
Oh.
I mean, she already kind of does that.
Well,
They will
I would
start
love to record what that process looks like. So I'm going to suggest to Malarka that this heart transplant should definitely happen.
I was already on board before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Needs no
Marsha
more
wants the
convincing.
medical side. Gotta fall in
We're
with those guts.
we are of a feather in
Hmm.
that regard.
Can't believe you would sabotage your friend for knowledge.
Sounds like something he'd do.
I can't believe you wouldn't.
Yeah. One of the premises of this character was Rose and I were talking. We're like, knowledge always is something that like in stories always improves the characters who pursue it. And so part of this character's premise is like, what if he just made people worse? What if that was a defining character trait? We were like, okay, let's do that.
He made
The
people worse
idea
because he
is
was just curious about what would happen if you did it.
Yeah, kinda.
Any of
exactly.
you guys see any of you guys see ReZero? That just sounds like the Witch of Greed. I tell you what.
Not
Yeah,
seen
that's kind of the premise. Like, you learn things about failure. So
Yeah, so this this it may result in some amount of uh indiscriminate soul hungering, as it were. Um but it will make them give them an actual ability to start manipulating souls more directly. But they'll need to start being fed some souls more regularly as well.
Blood doesn't
Interesting.
regularly practice cannibalism. That's baby shit.
True.
True.
This appears to be the knowledge that you're able to glean over this week.
Okay. Then with me recording as much as I can, I'd like to return, leave the library, thank my God for his hospitality, and make my way back to the entrance.
As you're heading out, you do see that there's like a donation box.
Donation of knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. I meticulously remove the pages from my notebook documenting the Amnesu's unique poison magic, and I slide them through the little letterbox opening.
Also, think to yourself, River, that this place has stored every magic item in existence, and you happen to have one that was just created.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize the encompass was just made.
No, I think he's talking about the one that your ally has created.
Oh, the dress. Of course. Yeah, I for sure will sit down with my notebook and sketch it, describe it, and
I
write down
think
everything I can think
Aqua.
of about it, and
I think
also
Aqua
put that in.
means like you need to donate the item.
You gotta get naked.
Well, my trench coat's not magical; it's just a cool trench coat with garish colors.
Yeah, donate the item, buddy. Come on.
Because your guys' outfits are all cool. Mine's just like block purple and gold, which is a little bit much.
Actually, River's item wasn't one of mine. It was just something nice that he wanted. It's just like regular clothes, but in this god's color.
Yeah.
I suppose you could have taken one with you. To.
And you know what I'll
for
also
purpose of,
do?
like, getting in or whatever.
I will describe the items we got out of the soul beacons, because to my knowledge they are unique artifacts because they were in there sort of bubbling around, and presumably were different when they went in. So I think they are a little different now. So I will also try and describe those as best as possible and put those in.
Right.
I'll also
You go.
describe the aspects that some of my friends have been displaying, because those are new to me.
Cool. You go ahead and donate all of this knowledge over. And as you exit out of the library, you do feel the
And one more thing, actually.
true.
There's a new warlock patron out there. So I put their contact information on a little page and slip it in the box as well.
Knowledge is knowledge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, auto upcast. Damn. Nice.
Smites go burr.
Ah.
Yo,
Thanks.
what?
Fucking nice.
Dude, your deity
upcast.
just said, "Yo, thanks for the hospitality. Here's something to take for the road."
There's something on me. Where is this? Is this in features? Do I have to drag this in?
It's in other aspects and affiliations. Or aspects and afflictions, which I guess this is neither, but I don't know what else in that section.
I mean, this is close aspect adjacent.
I'm
Kind of like
afflicted
what
with
we got in
faith.
like Curse of Strahd.
Yeah, it's more
Let's
like
say it's attunement.
Aspects
Just
inherent
Saved it.
things.
They're inherently, yeah.
Where is it? It went somewhere. I dragged it in. It's hiding in my character sheet.
Yeah, aspects, blessings, and
Weapons. Yeah, it's under weapons.
Oh, interesting. I see.
I'll probably just say aspects and inheritances. Inheritance probably covers afflictions and blessings and heritages all in one.
Hmm.
Dang, still really good though. Really good.
You turn back
I
to Ken.
profusely thanking Buckup for his blessing.
Okay.
I'm rejuvenated with faith. Does anyone want to get preached at?
I will pretend to listen to you, but ignore you if you want.
Dude, I'm gonna come back proudly touting the pages, glowing with exuberance, and I'm gonna tell you all the wonders of my lord. Uh, You're visibly not listening. That's fine. I'm doing it anyway.
Amazing.
What do advertisers say? Like, you only need to tell someone to buy it 5 times and then they will. I'll just keep pitching. God, listen, his wonders. You should have seen them.
Oh my goodness.
But I will give the schematics to Ash and Malarka, and then also describe to Malarka and Mishra the process of transplanting the heart, and I will assist with that operation since I researched it and might be able to help, even though I'm not medically trained. And I will tactfully upplay the downsides to Malarka, knowing that it makes it more appealing.
The sky.
Wait, so I've got to like consume souls?
Yeah. Now I warn
Well.
you, like, you will get way more power, but you do have to eat souls, okay?
You mean
I
like
should have.
you weren't doing that already? Is that okay?
I worry about these people.
I do have
I
proficiency or expertise in Arcana and Medicine, so
Yeah, Maisha just has proficiency in both, but she has the magical healing.
yeah. Oh, this
I
is
of the two, I only have Arcana, so I'll probably be of actual limited use, but I will be on hand in case I can like lend advantage because I read about it or something. I don't know.
Bro's
so
using the help action.
Yeah.
I read this all over and I'm like, this library that you visited sounds most intriguing, thank you. Well, the good news is it sounds like for the kitty widgets, because they are not living, well, it should be fine. Excellent. As for you, Manarka, well, we're here to support you regardless, is what I would say.
That's what you
Can
would
you
say. But what are you saying?
can you plane shift Ash? Because if so, I should bring you sometime. I
Ah,
can tell that you really are into research, so you will
indeed,
have
I
to
can plane
pass.
shift.
You will have to pass the trials, of course, but I trust
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
You described to them the trials of the 4 primordial elementals, each
Mm.
more arduous and difficult than the last.
You are indeed a true scholar.
Yeah, none of my
Never stopping.
resistances apply to those guys. Or I've got
I'm
poison, psychic, radiant, and necrotic.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
I'm sure we could figure something out,
Yes.
but
Maisha's just fucking tanky.
If so, the plane shift I get from my boon sadly is only for me, so I can't. Normal plane shift casts 8 people, but so
Yep.
I would take people along for the ride, but unfortunately I can't.
I'll use the rest of my effect.
Oh.
All right. Well, I mean, truly,
Zasu would.
Ash's perspective with Malarka is she wouldn't transplant this into herself, but she supports her friends, and if that's what you really want, she'll try to help you find a way.
Yeah, Maisha's
Amazing.
fascinated by the medical side of things. Dun, dun, dun. Um,
I'll just be in the corner of the operating room tossing popcorn really high into my mouth and trying to like catch it, bouncing around the room. Then of course recording everything I can.
Naturally.
yeah, Maisha actually hasn't had her week project, but she's probably going to try playing with poison. Um,
I thought this was your week project.
yes, true. If it's an option, it would be.
It did take me a few days to get back, is the thing. So
exactly,
It
which
was
is
a
why.
whole week travel for you, River, because you needed not only the time to ascend, which actually the ascension was the part that didn't take up. The library's flipping massive. You were in there for like 2 days just
whole
needed to. And
yeah.
you had to literally camp in the library in a few places inside of like almost like there are like sections in there that are clearly intended for people to rest because the library is so flippin' big. But unlike Candlekeep, which is huge due to interdimensional the intersectional shenanigans, but Cobb's library is just that big because it's just that big.
Yeah, it doesn't have any fancy bigger on the inside. It's just big. But infinitely deep because it is uh in an infinite plane. The Outlands is so cool. We should go. Field trip.
And Maestro, you said you were. I mean, I have a feeling I know what you're about to do with your week, right? I mean, yeah, you're pulling
Yeah.
his up.
Yes.
Pulling us
Uh,
up.
yeah.
They're more like
Well.
pulling a. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Given that we'll probably do this next downtime for the operation, so she's going to see off out river, and then she is going to go and um
Is surgery gonna take a whole week?
surgery and possibly recovery.
The surgery would have. They just got back with the information about the profane hearts in the Lake River. Just got back with all that information, and you were working with the seamstress this whole week, Malarka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, going surgery while working with the seamstress.
We could take like an extra day, right?
I mean, if we want to, we could just spend another week here. Right?
About
I
that.
just
You-
say
you-
I'm going to
you-
suggest if you guys are going to do something this ridiculous, invest in like a ring of regeneration or something.
I can just fucking cast regeneration.
All right, cleric. Never mind. You're good.
So
Yeah.
Maestra, you how would you like to work with your aspect today?
Well, this one is going to be potentially dangerous, but she was going to ask for humanoid volunteers. She's only going to test her weaker poisons, but she is going to she'll compensate them, but she will test how her weaker poisons interact with their body and biology. So she'll like give them a health checkup beforehand, and then while they're under the effects of the poison. She'll mostly be using poison spray or a first level cast if necessary. But it's only like max 40 damage.
That will murder any regular common.
This is
I'm
this
assuming.
is totally a something to find. How would you like to go about finding these volunteers?
Um, well, given that she has been in the temple for healing, and there's probably people who show up with injuries or sparring or something every now and then. She is going to track down whatever barracks or the like ideally, for the more adventurous types.
Said,
Anyone else going into the stories that is
of
available?
course, I'd like to remind you, you have no proficiency in persuasion.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. She has no social skills whatsoever. She has insight, and that is it. Um, I don't know if there's a posting place. I guess.
I mean, who needs persuasion skill when you have money?
Yeah, she'll compensate them. She's prepared to spend like 1,000 gold, maybe more. Um, uh, well, some features are optional. So spell sniper won't be active. Um, yeah, so just poison spray by itself. Oh no, that's fucking 4 die 12. Yeesh. Yeah. Hmm. That's the idea. If she can't find people with a quick look, then she'll just do on larger and tougher livestock. Um, higher CR creatures or something. CR2, 3, maybe 4, depending. But yeah, she'll do a quick look. She'll check probably at a guardhouse or something, or at the the hearth where the tavern. See if there's any of the more resilient people. Just spend maybe a day of her rest checking these places, seeing if there's any volunteers she can get, so she can get humanoid testing with medical care and combat.
Here at the tavern, more crowded than usual. You definitely see a lot of people that would certainly fit the bill in that the number of refugees here has increased tremendously. Listening in the conversations, this is what Phoenix had heard about previously too. There are people that are talking about how they had been promised free food and free board in Candlekeep, and it seems to have tempted them, as many of these people have arrived from circumstances of poverty and were fleeing from a conflict elsewhere inside of the world, and they made the long trip to get over here to Candlekeep. These are essentially permanent residents that have arrived here, and with enough money, you could certainly convince some of them to be your experiments.
Hmm. Preferably the more resilient people, but yes. What would be a decent remuneration? Like 100 gold?
These people are poor, right? So probably 100 gold pieces to any of them would be game changing for several of them.
Yes.
You let them afford toys for their children and the like.
I'm not going to take children, just adults. Preferably the more durable and resilient ones, laborers, um,
Healthy
people with
adults.
the healthy adults, possibly with a couple NPC levels, maybe adventure levels. Um, but yeah, she's gonna be like, she'll approach people and ask. She's very blunt and straightforward about this. I'd like strong people, preferably tough and resilient, to do some testing. I'm offering medical services and financial compensation for this, significant financial compensation. But there is danger. You will be hurt. This is so I can figure out the effects of specific poisons on people. Um, it is poison. It may hurt. But I will give medical care. I will provide healing, and I'll give you a medical checkup. If there's any other issues, I can help with those as well. Um, anyone you know that would be interested, uh, ready to do it for like a dozen people. Um, probably about one a day, one or a few a day. Given medical care, checkups, care afterwards to make sure that ongoing effects don't fuck them up. Um, Yeah.
May absolutely attempt this persuasion check. It would normally be at disadvantage, but right now it's just kind of normal because you've put a lot of consideration.
Persuasion. You know what? Can she wear her dress for this?
Yeah, you can wear the dress.
Sweet. So instead of a +0, this is a +4. um. And she'll psych herself up with a guidance if she can do that too. Was this a cantrip? Yes, no.
What's a cantrip?
Guidance.
Only if you're willing to yell the word guidance out loud in the middle of a tavern over and over.
Probably not then. Okay. Let's go.
I did have a character that did that once. They would just literally roll
Oh
guidance.
fuck.
Yell it.
So that's a 9. Do I have anything for that? I don't think I have anything for that. Um. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't have anything for that. So +4
Despite
because
your best efforts over the like 2 or 3 days you attempt this, you aren't able to really get anybody that quite seems to be willing to be an experimenter. And for the most part, what you notice is it's because most of them are just escaped from really terrifying situations, and they're pretty comfortable where they are currently. Tempted as they are, they seem content enough because there doesn't seem to be any immediate need for more gold. You are unable to get anybody who is willing to go under the knife voluntarily.
Okay, then she'll get preferably more resilient livestock. Cows, pigs, maybe boars. Um, and get a decent number of them, and then do what she was planning for the humanoids, but for them. So she'll give them a quick medical checkup, and then
Do you want to try on my Ev?
you know,
Maiev is a why is everyone treating Maiev like some sort of guinea pig?
yeah, if Maev will come with her while she does livestock, she'll do it with her as well. Just so she could study exactly how it affects. She needs to do the check beforehand to see their base biology level, and then how they are under the effects of the poison, and then after the poison. Um,
Is Maiev a humanoid or a fae?
She's human-ish, elfish.
does she count as a humanoid?
Yeah, she's a shifter.
Okay, yeah, that's humanoid.
When you ask Professor Yogar about the idea, they're like, huh? Oh, okay, just figure it out. So as they go, and they're busy. You see that they got the lab
Okay,
again.
so
Another demon.
I didn't level her up to 20, but she is level 20. Barbarian / druid.
yeah. So first, medicine check beforehand to check you over, and then give you a dose of poison. So, medicine check,
It's
yes.
got Maev's got the fishy skin. That's probably the extent of the medical checkup in terms of they are not as limber as they normally would be, as it seems that they still have the fish part of the curse onto their side, or not curse, you know the thing.
Yeah,
The
the after
thing.
effects. Okay, so there you go, Maev. Make your save.
Wrong character. Yeah, we'll just roll
Let's.
a con save, I guess.
Oop, there you go.
I don't think it's not possible to save.
So only 16 poison, but you failed. You're paralyzed.
I'm back. I'm back.
Effect 3. Where'd I put that? 3. You're charmed by me. Unless you're immune to charm. Yeah, and then you take 10 more damage at the beginning of your turn. So she'll check to see exactly how this is affecting your biology, both at the point of at the focus of the poison, as well as um word. Um not accessory. I swear it starts with it. Peripheral? Whatever. As well as like appendages and throughout your body and stuff. Just to see exactly how the poison will work its way in your system.
So, looking through the results over the next several days of quite brutal experimentation and healing and uh, poisoning and paralysis, eventually your aspect is able to improve a little bit further as a result. Hold on.
Is
Here we
Maya
go.
normally resistant or immune to poison,
No.
by the way? Okay.
Maybe
Good
resistant.
baseline then.
No.
Good baseline. Yep. See how the
By
poison
the
is
end of
going
it,
to
your aspect improves so that now humanoids and monstrosities have disadvantage on your.
Maev's price. She doesn't take the money, but she'll ask if you find any interesting tea leaves during your travels in the books. Bring them back so I can make tea.
Okay. Yeah, she has proficiency in herbalism. So, yeah, she'll totally do that. And then at the end of the week, I think Maisha was the last person that didn't do their week rest.
I
But no,
actually haven't gone either.
I was
Oh,
gonna
right.
say. Yeah.
Alec, you were doing some. I thought you were proselytizing your patronage.
No, we said we were gonna do my stuff after we're done with
Okay.
the library.
And then I jumped
But
in. My bad.
and who else needs to go can go before me. I know that.
It just sounds like you're left, Alec.
Okay, so here's what I want to do. There's two things on my mind. One, I want to see like if there's any potential people in Baldur's Gate that are interested in starting their adventuring journeys as warlocks. And the other thing that I want to do is try to figure out a way, like, to be able to be like summoned or summon them if needed, because nothing that's a part of the warlock thing says that you can really like
Call upon your patron.
call upon your patron or call upon your like underlings or whatever. There is no such real teleportation magic, although I feel like it's implied. So I want to see if there's a way to like establish that link so that that kind of teleportation is available, either in one way or the other, or both. If that makes sense.
Give me a second. Hold on. So it doesn't it doesn't give you itself any specific way of being able to do so. But you're primarily, were you asking your family first or
No,
other
like
people?
there's like around my family there's a lot of like essentially like the Rylands are famous swordsmen, and they also have a school of sword fighting in Baldur's Gate, so anyone can go there and learn that kind of thing. So there's a lot of people that are wanting to be adventurers that are just like around my house basically because of the sword fighting school. So what I'm doing is seeing if any of those like students or new adventurers want to do warlock stuff instead.
Like you did.
Yeah. Like they can
They,
do back to the
you're-
blade, I don't know.
Never too late to change your major, kids.
Oh my
They-
Well, I don't know why it's doing that.
Bang.
What's doing what?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Alec, you go ahead and see if there are some of these fighters around the estate who might be interested in this offer of power. And there's actually a sizable number of them that seem quite interested inside of the feature that you totally have cool and ready to go that you've mentioned that that we'll totally work on afterward that they think is really cool and interesting. But they all seem kind of on the same question of what's the catch, sort of like huh? Is this just part of the training? They're students and they all are. The first inclination is not, oh, we're being sold power by like a higher patron. They look at you as a teacher. Like they think that you as a teacher are able, essentially granting them like a blessing of sorts, sort of like a combat blessing to make them stronger.
Yeah, so I'll say this. You're free to resume your training at this academy. And under my brother's like, you know, classes. But your ultimate goal is, if your ultimate goal is to be an adventurer or gain power, this is something that can help you. So it's completely up to you. There's no catch other than if I ever need your assistance, you would fight for me. Of course, I wouldn't ask you to fight for any unreasonable like things, and based on your own alignment, you can decline my request. But
Yeah.
Ah!
you are like, for example, like if I am fighting like good guys basically, and they're good based on their alignment, they can be like, no, I don't
Yeah, their
feel
personal
comfortable
morals.
fighting good guys, you know? Like, but if I'm fighting like someone that's like chaotic or whatever, evil, then they're like based on their alignment, they can choose not to fight the other one, if that makes sense. Or the same one.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage.
Yeah, like I'll say like it's basically you getting this like a cool feature. You still get to stay here, but I might summon you to fight if I ever need you. It's kind of like I am requesting adventurers ahead of time before any dangers. and this is just you signing up to take on that quest. Okay, what did you say?
Persuasion
Persuasion,
advantage.
crit.
Hey! Am I the only one who rolled like shit today?
I guess so. I don't know.
Your plea to them is startlingly effective, but not for the reason you think it is. See, what you're saying, right? What you're saying is, you know, fight for me personally upon upon me needing it. What they're hearing is, oh, duh, this is one of those teacher things where of course we have to fight for the estate that we signed up for, right? This is how it works. It's where we have
Sure.
to fight for the estate, right? We're obligated to them. Yeah, it's just part. They're just telling us what we already heard during the academy training, which is that will eventually be, if we do well enough, we can be soldiers at the estate and work alongside them and be you know
Oh no.
necessary. This is what
I
they're
mean,
hearing.
that's totally fine by me, because, like, I am not exactly a lawful character, so whatever works.
Oh god.
I'm chaotic neutral, so that's perfect.
Yeah,
I
of course they were
technically
fine
didn't
doing yours.
lie.
Yeah. They're all totally down, and you managed to gather your first set of warlocks, and over the week, the number of warlocks actually increases quite a bit because there's a number of students here at this academy. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of a well-known, like, family, and they have, like what is described in the Baldur's Gate lore, which, by the way, I read quite a bit. Like, they essentially sell swords. They train people with swords in the academy, and they are usually, like, in any, like, a way that, like, basically the police of Baldur's Gate needs extra assistance. The Ryland family and their, like, people, their soldiers, are, like, the first aid to, like, the city. So it's kind of like a big deal. Like, if you're signed up, that means you're kind of like, you know, getting ready for a life of being a good person and a warrior or whatever. So, like, do you know how many people I get? And is there any people that are, like, specific? Like, could I, like, make some tokens with, like, cute art or whatever that I can summon sometimes? Like, how does this work?
so although that for one, they're fledgling adventurers, you probably aren't going to get much assistance out of them against the things you're fighting, but they are beholden to you and the estate. And as you're thinking about, like, all of them are kind of weak right now, they're going to need a lot more training. You do feel your patronage power already beginning to grow. What is your domain? What is it specifically that there's like patrons who acquire knowledge. There are some that just focus on their influence. Is your power going to be tied to this estate now, or do you have some other means of how you intend to increase your warlock powers from here?
So that's a good question. My idea for that is still connected to the Ryland family. So it's like the libraries that are with, like, secret techniques of ancient fighting and stuff are constantly being updated, and new techniques are being invented, and, like, things are, kind of like a library, like it's an archive of, like,
Archive
sword
technique?
fighting. So, like, adventurers and people that are, like, a part of the estate would want to become more powerful to protect it and I guess the other part would be like to upgrade the knowledge of it. Oh, specifically it would be like fighting and like the art of combat.
Interesting. So you're becoming a patron of martial knowledge.
Yes, even though I am a spellcaster, because I didn't follow my parents' way, but most of my other siblings did. So
Yeah. As your week is approaching to an end, you do receive an unexpected guest to the estate, as you see Vlak has
poggers. I was excited.
so- arrived. And they're like greeting you enthusiastically. And after the usual greetings, they go, I heard you have to tell me about how your trip went. You seem fine. But now I'm hearing that you're granting some kind of blessing to the newbies?
So yeah, some interesting developments in my life. Let's talk about them over a drink, huh? Take him to that bar again where we hung out
Yeah.
the first time. And I'll like tell him about the adventure basically, about going down to the abyss, about how I basically executed the two gigantic dragon fiends, and they weren't fiends, they were whatever they were.
They were dragon fiends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
not dragon fiends, sorry. They were dragon abomin aberrations, sorry. Yeah, continue.
yeah, aberrations, whatever it was. I'll tell him like how the weapon he gave me came to use, like it was really valuable because they were linked to each other and shit like that. And also about how I like essentially was able to become a small deity in the process, because I can grant like this really cool power that I'm gonna explain to people, and with people together we can upgrade it. And then I'll ask him like as a, I guess, like kind of jokingly, because I don't know if he'd be interested in being connected with me, but like I'll ask him, you know like if he wants that as like, if he wants to help me. And I will say, like, I promise I am not gonna ask you to do anything that you're not willing to do. Like, I believe in your free will. It's just a gift from me.
This is going to be another. I think this is just another. I want to say this is just another persuasion check. Uh,
Sure.
I try to diversify the checks, but this seems like persuasion and persuasion.
24.
And because of your prior relations, that will be at advantage.
24.
Give me a moment. Mhm. All right. Black seems to listen quite intently to everything you're saying, and is like, your estate has treated me nothing but well, and has done considerable work. There are times things I disagree with, but I think that there are ways that maybe we could. I I I can tell people and their sincerity. I'm very good at reading others, and I believe in your cause. I will join you on this. And they go ahead and they hand you what seems like a little whistle. Simply blow into this, and I'll be able to see what's around your circumstances and be able to, if able, move over to your current location. Maybe not myself, but I can send. I learned back in my training in Celestial many, many years ago. That's a whole story. To summon the spirit of an avatar in my place that should be able to fight for your cause.
I was actually trying to learn of magic similar to that for those that can aid me, but are not in my current location, or maybe if I can appear in similar ways. Like, how do you How did you learn this, and like, how would you recommend me going about it?
Where to begin? The story they tell you involves quite some adventures with another adventuring group where they like went to Celestia, the land of the heavens themselves, and because one of their paladins wanted to meet or mount like in the physical form and not merely just spirit version of them that they saw, they had to cross. At the time that they were going up, however, there was a demon invasion set on Celestia that they helped defend, and there was this whole thing with them getting blessings from the gods, and then training by wise mentors, and it's like some years of training up there, and so by the end of it, and that's how I ended up learning the secrets of the the same projection that allows people to create familiars, allows me to, with this magic item here that we were able to craft up there, to summon a version of myself.
That is very cool. Does he have like a suggestion on like how I can do something like that? Like, does he have some connections?
It's been a while, many years since I've last visited Celestia, but for them, 20 years is nothing. I can see if they still remember me.
Of course, and no trouble at all if you can't. I just, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this power that I now have, and that kind of teleportation seems useful.
Well, I will note that they are able to peer essentially into one's soul. So as much of it, I believe you in full sincerity, and if you believe in yourself with that same sincerity, I believe they will judge you worthy.
I don't believe in lying, since I do think that nothing good comes out of it, so they can test me all they want.
Well then, I'll have to tell you about the time that I accidentally lied to an angel.
Oh
Yeah.
my, and
Oh,
you're
mother.
still standing?
It was an accident, okay? As the whole story continues once more, and you return from your week with this whistle. You could just
Yeah,
call it the black whistle if you need to place it in your inventory.
sure. Black's whistle. How do I
Right, and
even...
I think that's the extent of all the rest stuff, right? That seems about right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be everyone.
Mm-hmm.
As you consider about your next step, and you have sort of a step in mind, like you let me see. What was it that I believe you had a way of keeping in communication with Miriam on a regular basis, right? Was it you, Phoenix, who like would go back and forth regularly?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anybody who wants to join, but pretty much Phoenix would be the one, I guess, talking to Miriam, discussing the plans to and fro. I guess.
Yeah, there is
Bro?
that you here as you are out there and you're like checking in. You just when you enter the unpublished room, you hear Miriam summon the others, and that's all they say.
Hmm. He just kind of pauses, just like, all right. He'll go get the others, I guess,
Yeah.
before
As,
entering.
yeah, as everyone gathers up as expected around this time, your perception kicks in, Phoenix. You can see it that the light glowing up there at the top of Candlekeep is glowing more brightly than it had before. Just not by very much. It's really hard to notice.
Yeah.
But do you notice? Because you have your special eyes.
Dang straight, I do. Phoenix just needs to get the ultimate aspect of law, and he'll be able to see crime from a mile away.
Oh. Only crime?
Crime.
What about like good deeds? Can you see that?
Unlawful. Yeah, I'm assuming Phoenix does make a mention of it to the party about the weird the light being glowing more intensely. But he does mention that probably that this is something that maybe Miriam is going to want to talk about.
He's just being selfish. His power's getting drained away a little more.
Blurp.
They have been rather helpful in our adventure so far, and have at least warned us many times about this book. So I feel as though that their counsel is probably still worth hearing.
Oh, for sure.
All right. As you are making your trek through and through the Emerald Door, you see that Quill is there, and they greet you warmly. With your insights, you're able to see immediately, as they seem to have no capability for deception, that they are smiling and happy about something, the kind that one might have after completing something that they had been working to for a long time. That's the kind of smile that they have, but they don't really mention much of it.
Oh God.
He finished his homework.
Phoenix is just like, he looks to Quill, gives him the proper gesture of, like, up raising his hat, and just like evening Quill.
I
You
enjoy
seem to
your
be in a rather enjoyable mood today this morning.
yes. I've been working toward a certain project for such a long time, and now I feel like I've made substantial progress. And I'm sure that throughout your own readings, you've been able to acquire a certain sense of that same fulfillment.
No, but of course, if I might to ask, what is it that has stumped you so that particularly you, I'd imagine, can accomplish many things. I'm just curious as to what may have stumped you for so long.
Wow, you're literally sucking up to him.
Blurp, blurp.
You, the great and Quill,
I mean,
have
Quill
been.
did manage to make a pyramid disappear. Phoenix knows how capable he is.
He probably just put it in his junkyard somewhere. I can't believe we got TPK'd, bro.
Not TPK, just
Oh,
MTPK.
yeah, non-barred TPK.
TP minus 1K.
Yeah,
Does
TPK
Quill
minus.
respond to that comment from Phoenix?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just
I like how
looking at it.
Jacob was like, let's leave. And Tony was like, no fucking way.
Well, technically, most of the party agreed to go in there because we were not going to let the other party steal our treasure.
True.
Because
So
the other
true.
party is full of strong people. And they were going to destroy it compared to us.
I think we're stronger.
Well,
They're
from what I hear,
tryhards.
from what I hear, they're losing members. So I don't know what's going on over there.
Not
That's-
that we've
Papa?
lost members. But
No. As in
they're losing
they're losing
players.
they're losing players.
oh,
Oh yeah,
Well,
schedules.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
these
been a year
these
and a
things
half.
happen. Like, yeah, this is a long-running campaign.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying. So as far as I can tell, maybe we have a chance now. It's an 8 against 5.
Wait,
We'll
who
just outlast
Numerical
them.
advantage. What is this?
who
Numerical
did
advantage.
Numerical
the
advantage.
endurance.
who stopped playing?
I know that
Um,
Jake stopped and Mark stopped. Um.
and Nick.
Oh, and Nick.
Jake
Okay.
was a long time ago. Jake was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
many months ago. It was like 5 months or
Yeah.
so. I don't know. It's been a long time. Okay.
Many
Um,
months
Yeah.
now.
but
A
as
long running
for
campaign.
yeah, this
Yeah.
has been longer than I expected. I thought it'd be a year. We're a year and a half.
Hey,
But
how long was Strahd?
about a
Strahd
year.
too?
But you got to
About a
go by
year?
sessions. We had this discussion last time. We're only on.
Oh,
session
that's true.
50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Strahd was like 56 sessions, so we're at 50 now. So
Oh
it
shoot.
would have been kind of around that.
Wow.
Yeah, that gets you.
Oh shoot.
Do you think that we will finish in 6 sessions?
No.
Not even 6.
Yeah, I'm like, there's
But,
no way, right?
Yeah, I was like worried.
I know we speedrun,
I-
but by God, I don't think we're that fast. Anyway, sorry, continue, Aqua.
yes, yeah, Alcor responds over to you is, oh, it's just some personal projects that I've always, this has been my first chance to really wait, as it were. For the most part, I believe that you're able to acquire the things you want with enough inclination toward those things, but the problem is sometimes things require waiting, and think of it as like an oven, and you can't really wait for anything except but to sit about. And while I've enjoyed this time, in the back of my mind, I've always wondered if things would work, and I'm now beginning to realize that very doubt may have limited my ability. So I've
Oh God.
regained a surge of confidence, as it were. I think it is. I feel more liberated.
Oh no,
You
I
seem as if
forgot.
you found some. You seem to have found some notable aspects of things yourselves, as they're eyeing you, like your various different magical items that you get acquired.
Well, a trip to the Hells would, I suppose, do that for you. Maybe we could talk
Hey,
about it some other time.
out of character, do you guys think that it's a good idea to mention that I met his friend Vlak?
Probably not. I think any comments about the Harpers is probably we're gonna keep those nuggets to ourselves for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was not really connected to the Harpers.
Black is part of the Harpers, and he made mention that. Well, I'm assuming you told us this, but Black knew Quill because he was a Harper.
Yeah. My thoughts on it is I'm not gonna say or do anything that could help him figure out what we're up to. But at the same time, I do just assume that he can read our minds. So, you know,
Jesus.
That
So
being said, as you consider that, River, there's a comment that Quill makes here that suddenly seems throw off that as they go, "You went to the Hells," and this is not like a fake surprise. They seem genuinely surprised that this happened.
Oh
so he
yes,
can't read our
you
minds.
should. I believe my companion has recently wrote a report about it. You should have a look at it. Take the
Indeed,
time to
I
read it
did.
thoroughly.
Let us just say that, well, Candlekeep is most impressive, and we continue to seek answers here, but sometimes one must go to even other places when asking questions.
That's quite diligent of all of you to throw yourselves in harm's way to obtain whatever knowledge it was that you were aiming for down there. That's
Yes, I don't recommend going to Manaras. It is the most dreadful place.
I don't think my frail body could handle it.
Phoenix is gonna
Alec, you were
tap
about
his
to say?
pipe to his faceplate, and he's gonna, as he does so, he's gonna look up to the big soul beacon thing. He's basically gonna point with the pipe. By the way, Quill, that thing has been growing brighter for a couple of days now. Any chance you could make a comment about that?
Hmm. That's unexpected. I will look into it. The defensive mechanism of Candlekeep is something that I don't regularly visit, and that most people don't either. It's almost a well-guarded secret, but if it's troubling to you, I could see about what might be causing that residual effect.
Shouldn't have brought it
That's
up.
incidental.
Hmm.
Alec, you were about to say something, I think?
Don't remember.
All right.
Ignore me.
Well, if you have many tales from your time down in the hells, do definitely I'll write pen them down somewhere so that they are not lost to the times of memory.
We certainly will. But I suppose. Oh, when Quill was responding about the light thing, did Phoenix get any insight off of him? Does he just generally has no idea what's going on with it?
What you insight is that they seem to they what you're getting the impression of is they know what might be causing it. They're surprised that it's happening.
Oh. He said he's gonna look into it though. Okay.
Maybe it's the
It's kind of
dragon.
like the closest approximation is like when let's say that you followed like a recipe and then like you were pretty sure about what the end result was, but then it looks a little bit different than you expected. Not by very much though. It doesn't like it just the flavor.
Yeah, and I guess the empathic is going off too. How does he generally feel about the light when he's basically being having a look at it? I guess.
A little puzzled, like, that's odd.
So
But
maybe
they
things are
don't
not.
seem too concerned about it.
So things are not going as expected for him, I guess. But I guess it's still going in a general direction that he wants, possibly.
Um, generally speaking, where is the party at in terms of like the dragon is good and Errant Quill is
Technically, Phoenix has already basically signed a contract with Miriam and is basically working towards that goal to the very end.
Yep.
right, but
River
I
sees
didn't.
Quill as a better guy than the dragon.
Larga sees them both as bad.
Right, like I don't think that either of them are to be trusted, but I kind of fucking hate the dragon. Like he is a piece of shit, and I
Mhm.
don't want him to win. So, like, I guess we still don't know, like, really who's being like
I mean,
Worse?
truthful in a way.
I
But,
think
like,
it's pretty clear from before, at least to Ash, that like Quill is the guy who's like at least pulling most of the strings here in the sense that
Mm.
like the dragon doesn't Miram doesn't want people going into his books and stuff, but he's like magically bound to this right now because part of the agreement is like we get rid of Quill and he's more than happy to spit out all of the people who are currently trapped in his books, but he can't right now.
Yeah, so I think that's the
Yeah.
big one too, is because right now Quill basically has all the souls of people bound into those books. Miriam
right,
doesn't
but
want them in there. So as far
how
as
do
Phoenix
we?
is concerned, Miriam is the better person here.
Yeah.
Well,
What I'm
Miriam,
saying is like, how do we know exactly that it's Quill that's doing all this?
Miriam
Like, we
wants to
haven't been able
keep
to like
them.
confirm anything.
yeah, because so like don't
Miriam
both
initially did want to keep them, yes, but Phoenix
don't
basically
both
compromised in this that Phoenix would return everything that he's taken
Mhm.
from the book in exchange that the Miriam returned every person.
But that's not like a thing that Miriam wants. It's just the terms of the contract that were agreed upon.
Right.
Yes, that's
So
the
Right.
terms of the contract that
so
Phoenix and Miriam have agreed upon.
can I ask a clarification
Exhausting.
question to you, Phoenix? So River is not nearly as perceptive as you, and so to him, Quill is scanning as completely truthful. Do both Miriam and Quill scan to you as honest about
I
like
mean
when you ask them questions? Like do either of them lie to you?
no. As far as I'm concerned, Quill is not a liar. He's just he's very choice with his words, is what Phoenix will tell
Well,
you.
and the other thing though with Quill is it's like we can't even talk with him about a lot of things.
Right.
There's like a magical boundary versus at least
Right.
Miriam has been like very forthright about that. About
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's
Okay.
magic in place that's not letting me talk with stuff that you guys don't know about, but that like Quill is his jailer right now and is in
Mhm.
control of the Candlekeep library and its magic and defensive mechanisms.
So a problem, or maybe not a problem, but like from River's point of view, what Quill is doing by taking all this knowledge out of the dragon's hoard is like a morally good thing to do. Because River thinks that hoarding knowledge is like the worst possible sin.
Do you also think that kidnapping souls is also a good thing?
Uh,
Well,
River
I
has
guess technically that's
literally
probably not
River
part
has
of
no
what.
opinion about this,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I figured. Yeah,
and
you know,
and
it's the case.
also Quill is like
But-
innovating.
Well, I have a
like
question
hell.
then to that regard. Like, if that's such a moral sin for River, what the hell about your god hoarding all of this knowledge on a separate plane that people can't get to?
Well, people can get to it.
If they have plane
Yes.
shift and can
What?
get past all the guardians.
Well, like the knowledge is there for like cataloging, not like preventing access. It's like a
With your expertise, River, the first thing you saw upon the fire elemental was that isn't necessarily there to hurt people. Wasn't immediately hostile either. It's to protect people from the library itself, which is going to be a very hostile place.
Also,
I-
like, even if it's not the whole, like, what I'm saying is, nowhere has it been confirmed that Aaron Quill's actually doing this to the souls.
We did
Like,
find this out
maybe
from the book of the one book that we found in the
The
unpublished
Tales
realm.
of Wisteria Vale.
That was already confirmed. This is basically
Yeah.
we know that Quill has all the power here, including the ones, including taking the souls.
Yeah, and look at all the things he's inventing to keep the souls pent up. This is great.
So, like, meta talk for a hot second, though. Like,
Yeah.
realistically speaking, like, if this is the stance that River wants to take, like, then this becomes problematic for the party, right?
Well,
Because, like, if you want to take a stance that's directly in conflict with what the party is trying to do, I don't know how to resolve that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm just trying to look at like the tenets of like. I just feel like that's like an authentic reaction.
So wait,
from
hold
River.
on. River's primary concern, if my understanding is correct, is that Miriam is not sharing the wealth of knowledge. And
Yeah.
in the end goal, what if Phoenix can convince Miriam to share that knowledge?
Or
Then that
here's
would
a
also be good.
Like
here's another
as long as
counter.
you don't take anything from the horde, Miriam will share that knowledge. Or you put something into the horde depending on what knowledge you take from it.
I don't know if I'm understanding what that transaction like looks like.
Basically, the idea is that if Phoenix can try to convince Miriam to allow people to go into the horde and take knowledge, they don't take anything else from the horde like everybody has been doing thus far. They just take just knowledge and leave the horde,
Well, that
but
would be
provide
kind of
something in return.
That's
I
kind
mean,
of like the
that would
base
also be a good
entry to
thing.
Candlekeep, right? Like you have to provide new knowledge to Candlekeep in order to go in search
Yeah.
of knowledge into Candlekeep.
Yeah, but in that the case, you still keep it transactional. But instead of Quill basically holding the keys, you give it to Miriam.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Is that good? Is that conflict with River's intentions then?
no, like setting up the library and allowing access to the knowledge is a good thing. So like the fact that Quill did it is good, but if someone else did it, that would also be good.
So it doesn't matter who in fact is the leader as long as they themselves willingly share the knowledge.
I
Yeah.
guess
Though-
the other
But for
point
Miriam's case, we're going to have to make some compensations because Miriam does not want to lose anything from the horde. They don't like
Yeah.
it when you
The
take stuff from the books.
compensation, the compensation
So-
we should just make is just killing both of them. Easy.
or the other
That's
thing
what I
I
was
will say, at
thinking.
least for right now, is that you could argue, okay, we can deal with Miriam after we deal with Quill, but like if you want to talk about like hoarding knowledge or preventing knowledge, yeah, trapping souls in a specific book so they can no longer go in further search of knowledge kind of seems like a dick move. Like,
Yeah.
There's
So
also
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
But-
I can absolutely agree with that. Like, I'm not saying that Quill is like a nice person and that we
but
should
you
be
agree with
focusing on-
him more than you do with
Listen, listen.
Miriam?
All I'm saying,
let
all I'm
them finish
saying is
talking,
that
Lisa.
That's not what I
all I'm
said,
saying
though.
is that River
Yeah,
has had
let them finish talking.
River has
Okay.
had very limited interactions with Quill, and his gut reaction is that like he scans as good. But like I'm open to like amending that as we like talk things through. I'm just saying this is like generally where River is at right now.
Yeah, and I've made a comment just like
Yeah.
in regards to possibly alleviating that worry. I think it's okay because Miriam will probably accept additions to the horde as long as they never lose anything from it.
Like, sure, yeah, and I'm not trying to stir up trouble or like create an inter-party strife. I'm just sort of describing sort of where River's at right now.
Yeah, and I agree, and that's why I'm trying to find a compromise with you.
Yeah,
I
and
just
Okay,
don't know
okay,
how to work
cool.
with Alec because
I
No,
guess what I would say is, what would you two need to see or want in order to feel
Mhm.
more aligned with Miriam right now, since we kind of have a contract in place with him?
So,
Well,
like, ownership of knowledge isn't something River really understands. So he doesn't really get where Miriam's coming from, or at least he doesn't see Miriam's point of view as like good. So he would not want Miriam to hold the keys. He would want someone else to hold the keys for sure.
Rose, what were you trying to say?
yeah. Thank you, Aqua.
Sorry, Riz.
I literally got interrupted like 7 times by 10 people, but it's fine. Basically, I want to explain like where I'm coming from with the whole Miriam thing. Like, generally speaking, he is an asshole. And I don't like either of them. Because yes, trapping souls is like a horrible thing to do. And like Miriam's possessiveness of knowledge is also kind of like shitty to me because it's a library. Like, that's what you do in a library. So like, what the fuck is his deal? So I don't like necessarily both of them. And to be honest, I kind of agree with what Rin said. Let's get rid of Quill and then fucking kill Miriam because he's an asshole too. And then, like, I don't know, put someone else in place that's an actual decent person that can run this library properly. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying don't go after Quill. That's not my intention. I'm just saying that, like, leaving Candlekeep in the hands of an asshole dragon that's, like, selfish is not exactly the way I want to end this campaign. That's all. Like, I'm totally down to kill Quill, though. Like, that was never in question. I'm just saying the option for the end is, like, why? Like,
to
when he
my
hasn't done
knowledge,
anything, good, though. Like, you were trying to convince him to release people. Like, he didn't even want to do that. He's just been an ass the whole time.
I do
Like,
want to point
oh,
out that apparently Miriam has been like that for thousands of years, basically been trapped to basically forced to go as a guardian of the library against their will. So I feel as though their reasoning to be a quote unquote ass seem to be justified. However, when we discuss our plans to working against Quill, they are significantly less of an ass and are willing to make amenable changes to further their goal to accomplish as such. I feel as though possibly removing Quill from the situation may make Miriam be much less of an ass.
and
I
if
don't
that's the
agree
case, go,
because
go
like
ahead, Ron.
if Miriam's been this way for like thousands of years, then it's not just Quill. And Miriam's gonna be stuck here anyway.
Yeah, Miriam is basically stuck here unless we find a way. Unless they willingly find what also ask us to find a way to release them of their restraints, or just kill them, as you said, as you point out. Apparently, that's a thing that you guys want to do, possibly. But I think Phoenix would not just want to just willingly kill his contractor.
Not until after the contract's completed.
Yeah, until the contract is completed, and then he'll be like, "Well, I mean, and like we need to work, we need to figure out a proper way to do the distribution of knowledge." And then Miriam refuses, absolutely, just straight up refuses. Uh, I guess we can work towards maybe finding a more less violent compromise. Probably, maybe we'll see. Phoenix
Sure.
will try at least.
I mean, like, I'm totally comfortable to do like whatever you guys want to do. I'm just saying, like, he is an asshole.
They
That's not
certainly were
like,
at the start.
yeah, but like, to me, they're not quite redeemed yet. I guess like
He was
if they
just
are
an
to
asshole to you 7 seconds ago.
yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe like you see them in a more redeeming light. I see them as bad in different ways than Quill. but still like not exactly great. Anyways, I feel like we still have a bunch of information to find out to connect before we go into like end game strategy.
I think
So
we still
let's
have
just
a lot of sessions left. I think we're
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like let's just focus on that and see what happens before we like make any final decisions or whatever. But yes, let's do the contract first.
all right. Maybe see if Phoenix can also make an amendment to that contract to at least maybe alleviate River's worries, and then we can focus on other things, I guess.
It's I'm assuming you're just entering the Emerald Door at this point, unless somebody else had something else they wanted to say to Quill, who otherwise would just like with a smile let you in as usual.
Would you like to purchase a dress, Quill? You would look great in it.
Well, unfortunately, dresses aren't quite my style.
I could
However,
make alterations to make it match more your thing.
you take a look over at their, or they're taking a look over at their garb, for a moment, right? Which they and it's actually red also. Interestingly enough, funnily enough, give me
Amazing.
a moment. Bye.
I've seen you wear the same thing every day for around now, however long you've been here. You could use something fresh.
Oh my god. Ah,
Let's see if
his
this-
token changed.
Oh no, their token. No. What's the file type called? That's it's not. Oh, it's web
WebP?
P.
WebP.
web
Fuck
key.
WebP.
WEP.
I put at web
WEBP.
instead of web p. That explains a lot. That would do it. That would be a problem. There we go.
WebP is such an annoying
Right, there we
file
go. I
format.
mean, it is such an annoying file format. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I fix it. Ah, no. Oh, I got this. Hold on. Web P. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. This is a garb that they have on most of the time, which seems very much like. It seems somewhat on a more ceremonial side of things.
Is Homeslice not even wearing socks in those shoes? Babe, please, you need some clothes. Oh my goodness.
Unironically, I was looking at his ankles. I was like, something's weird here, and you're right. It's the socks. It doesn't seem like there are any.
Hideous.
It's just bare
Absolutely
feet in
hideous.
leather. It's like,
You guys are judging his fashion choices.
no, it's
Can
just
you imagine how hideous his shoes smell because he's just
yeah,
sweating directly into them? God.
yeah, just like toe on leather is just not a marriage made in heaven.
Right. We
In a
we
world where
invented socks for a reason. Damn
Yeah.
it. Like,
I just thought it was
in a world of
comfortable.
prestidigitation, everybody gets lazier. But you see that I'm looking over. Actually, that's not the worst idea. And you all have been residents here at Candlekeep for, oh my, I want to say it's been almost a year now. We are getting to that point. I would be honored if you could create me a new garb that somewhat resembles these. There's a few insignias on here that I would like to keep, though, on this red jacket of mine. They kind of point over to the markings on the shoulders, right? These are passed down through Candlekeep tradition, and are markings that indicate that one is the master is such a strong word to describe my position here, but certainly I'm the master of Candlekeep.
It's quite apt.
Landscaper, headmaster.
Master of head.
They kind of mused to themselves a little bit. In whichever case, however you wish to describe it, I would appreciate it.
Sure. Can I borrow River for a second?
Yeah, of course. Is that all right, Alec?
What?
Is that all right?
What? Yeah.
All right. See you soon. What's up?
Bye.
takes one step to the left.
They were roommates.
Can you jot down his? Can you basically draw him real quick? Get a good look at the insignias and everything on the garb.
For Quill?
Yeah, for Quill.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I
then
also have that inscribe spell, whatever it's called.
when we get back from our next adventure, I will get to work on your next outfit.
Make it fabulous.
Give you some socks.
And maybe you can weave in some poison and slowly kill him. So we don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Give him a lead pacifier.
But yeah, definitely, especially mark down those insignias. So later I will explain that I would like these researched to find out more.
Is Quilt willing to stand still while we draw his stuff?
Well, of course, they just sort of extend out their arms and kind of in an unusually way of phrasing it, they're in sort of a really vulnerable position right now, as they seem very comfortable with you.
Quick, attack! I'm kidding.
Jumbo!
I will
Turn
ask
one-
him, do you know what these symbols stand for?
Hmm.
What are they?
This one here, they point over to what, it seems like when you take on the closer inspection, it almost seems like they're divided over into sections. Each one of these symbols references a tenet of what it means to be a caretaker of Candlekeep. This one, for example, was about the distribution of knowledge and ensuring equal access to all. And this one here is about using that knowledge for the benefit of others. I believe very strongly in these principles as well. And so I feel that these markings are not simply like royalty as a measurement to show others that they can trust in me, but also a marking that it signifies to others the principles by which I believe Candlekeep should stand for. And one day, if I should pass away, then I would need to inscribe those same ideals over into another as well.
How did you come to be the master of Candlekeep?
Oh, it's such a long story, and I need not to keep you away from your time, but I have things I need to do as well. But the shorter version is simply happening to be at the right place at the right time with someone who trusted me as well.
Oh, I see.
As usual, Phoenix, you're not picking up any hint of deception, no clever wording or trickiness like from the devils. They seem to earnestly believe in every single thing that they are saying as Malarka goes and gives them the measurements.
Yeah, I figured. It's always been like that. I think there's only once that he rolled a check against me, and that was just oh.
Right. With enough time, you have their exact measurements there.
The measurements and the
I look
insignias,
for-
I guess.
It would be an honor to see that the clothing line that originated here within Candlekeep will soon become a new figurehead from which others can see as well. It does do me a great honor to wear something that you have created.
And
Well,
I'm
it's been
honored, of course, to create it.
It was a pleasure, Quill. I suppose we should make a do.
Oh, by the way, as typical before we go adventuring.
Oh, Heroes Feast. I'm guessing.
Yep.
The classic.
Nom nom
classic.
nom nom.
When do I not fucking cast this?
Dungeon meshing style.
It is really too good.
Although it only lasts for 2 hours, so sometimes you do.
Oh wait, Masha,
Yes.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Before you cast Heroes Feast, I would like to cast Enforce Order.
What is
Oh?
that? How does that change it?
Because Enforce Order guarantees a minimum of 15.
Yes, do it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this only lasts 1 day.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do my.
But the effects will last. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use a 3rd level to cast Enforce Order here. So if anyone rolls below 15, 15 is your lowest.
So plus 15 to max. Sweet.
$15 to max. It's not temp HP.
It's not
The
temp.
max.
It is max and current.
Wow, Enforce Order really did a lot of work here this time. Because
Yeah.
only
I think
Ash
Ash was the only.
Yeah, wow.
Thank you,
Finally,
order.
my time to
That's
shine.
quite a bit.
Aqua, can you? I'm gonna ask you later probably too, but can you send me Quill's picture?
Yes, give me a moment.
You can do it later.
That's okay. I can screenshot it right now.
Zashi!
Oh,
Go!
yo!
My
Yo.
man.
Beat the odds.
Damn.
Just went max rolled on that.
Wow. Very nice.
Jeez. But yeah, so at least.
Oh wait, hold on.
15
I
to-
need to check one thing first before I try the Enforce Order strat. Aqua, it says Enforce Order only technically lasts a minute. No, it lasts a minute, but it takes a whole hour to eat the Hero's Feast. I just now saw that.
So does it come into effect or no?
Yeah.
1 second. Hold on 1 second. Normally not. However, you feel giving up those teeth was very much a lawful act.
Yeah. 1 hour. Okay, so I basically have it good. I have it going, just still going there.
Oh no, never mind. Not 15.
Oh, 20.
Wait,
Oh
what?
my god. 20. We get the maximum roll.
Oh, we get the
shit.
maximum roll? Okay.
Yo.
Because
Didn't
the
even need to
lowest the
roll.
total could be is a 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay, alright. Well, damn.
I was not
Thank
expecting
you.
that.
Thank you, Robocop.
Nice. RoboCop. That does fit so well.
The food is just so orderly.
It's like when you go to some conference and the caterer is really precise.
Ash, how's your HP looking with that extra fucking 20?
I love it.
Oh.
178, baby.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I barely noticed it.
Listen. What the hell? 466? Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah.
God damn. That's a big number.
Yeah, she's got higher. She's got a 28 con, remember?
Christ. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
a total of 180 health from con.
That is pretty good.
that is pretty good.
And then another 60 from tough.
Damn.
20 from Heroes
I
Feast.
think
This is all before even rolling a single dice. I think they already had that alone is already more than Ash. That con and that tough alone are more.
God. Probably. Sounds about right.
Yeah, Ash and Zashi are kind of squishy, and I can't see Alex's health bar. So, I can't judge
I still
that.
can't see Alex health bar.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Aqua, how do I fix that?
what are you trying to fix?
Alex
We
My
can't
Self.
see
health.
her health.
We don't have her sheet/token visibility.
Oh, you can't see it? Yeah, sorry. I mean,
Although
So,
speaking of
right-click,
sheet/token,
settings, resources,
what about
visibility,
now?
everyone.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I can see it.
There we go.
Yeah, I already fixed it. We just had to renew our token because it hadn't been updated on this map.
complete
Ah.
random
God.
aside, but when will Layla come back to us?
Oh, they said they had to take. So
They had what to
hey,
take?
at least they're messaging me about why they're not here because that means they haven't abandoned us.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
That's
true.
true.
Means
It's a
they're
worrisome
back.
sign when someone stops messaging and then it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
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 They just slowly phase out and just disappear. It's like, oh, okay.
That feels bad.
All right. As you enter over into Candlekeep, and you do find that immediately with your true sights, you're able to see because I know more than 1% true sight. I think.
I have
Just
devil
Phoenix.
sight.
I have true sight. Or I can have true sight.
There are green wisps of ethereal tendrils that are like directing you over to like the direction of Miriam's lair.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix has now definitively true sight, like it's like a good range too. Yeah, but Phoenix will once again, I guess, lead us to the lair. I guess.
Ooh.
Hold on, where's that quote? Where's that quote?
Ah!
Who are you people?
Jesus.
Cheese.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Love that one.
What's
I'm
that
sorry if
sound?
That's
I never
Pornhub.
knew.
Oh. Sorry. Okay.
And that's on the recording forever. So
Well, you know, it
I have
just
I'm sorry.
I have
I didn't
soundboards
think of that.
muted, so I've never been so happy in my life.
well, actually, you
After
know, I
last
had
time,
to
yeah.
I muted your soundboard when the moaning started and you were not you didn't have a headset on?
Yeah, I had Discord open on my phone, and you guys were blasting moaning, and my family was like, "What the hell is going on?" I was like,
Wait.
Oh,
When
yeah,
was this?
"This
It was like a
was
few months ago.
a few months ago."
I remember. I
Okay.
remember exactly when it happened. Yeah.
I remember this vividly.
Because it's
It was
easy
bad.
and it does a lot of damage.
Ever since then, all soundboards, nope.
Honestly smart. I
This
had them
group can't be
turned off.
trusted with the soundbar.
Yeah, exactly that, Sashi.
I'm willing to embrace a bit of chaos with some of these.
I
But also
mean,
I have a headset on and I live alone, so um
our chaos
so
is a little bit different than the other groups, probably.
you're right. You arrive back here once again to the unpublished realm as Miriam floats over into view and they perch over and they kind of look kind of annoyed as they go, "Where have you been?"
Oh,
See?
right.
Asshole.
We were working on that soul beacon.
Hmm.
Actually, we made a lot of progress about that. Ash, I suppose, could give you more the finer details about it.
Yes, so I will give him an overview of what we're doing, what we've gotten, the highlights of Minaris.
Yeah, they kind of are sitting in a sort of like a fairly normal sitting position rather than like sort of the aggressive posturing they have had in the past as they kind of just listen and I go, very well. That sounds promising. Still, you have plans then to use. You said that your plan was to get the
Kitty
get it
widget.
created inside the book. Was that?
Yep, the kitty widget engineer.
Yeah.
Inventor.
Very well, that seems wise. We may become perhaps a fruitful endeavor. That being said, make the journey there quick, as it is necessary for us to start reaching the end of these books. Things have started advancing, and it is necessary to be intentful with our next moves.
Okay.
But by any chance, Miriam, what I've noticed at the top of the spire is that the light has been growing quite brighter. Do you have any comments about that?
I like how you're asking like you're a journalist.
He's a detective. He gets
Yeah.
he takes notes.
Yeah, I know, but like any comments about the recent scandal, like
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see what you see. And I think it's good. I think it's
Phoenix
very
has
on
like
the
a
nose.
Miriam was yes. Lately, they've been experimenting with some of the people nearby to see if they've been able to keep them inside of their books for longer, and it's been most effective. I've witnessed a few of it sometimes. They're never present, but the people that venture forth, seeking knowledge, they are finding themselves stuck in more frequently. I fear that the power is getting stronger faster, and thus it is necessary to keep moving. We still have some time, but make haste.
Yes, I suppose, Miriam, would you probably say it's wiser to get the soul beacon running faster or to go through the books chronologically?
Speed is more important.
Okay, so that means whichever the
Chapter
relevant one. 3.
Yeah, chapter 3.
And then
Just
what will you do afterward?
I
Remember,
do have
it's
I do have
necessary.
to ask a further question in regards to this. Apologies.
Yes.
In regards to it's more prudent that we skip chapters to accomplish this task in particular. Will avoiding previous chapters make next chapters more confusing, or like will it be detrimental to us?
Can we
I
choose
would not
which
anticipate.
playthrough of the? Basically, you're saying, can we choose which playthrough of a chapter to work forward from?
Yes.
The books will stitch themselves as necessary in order to accommodate events. Whether or not you were present for the second chapter, for example, your facsimiles inside the book that you replace will still have gone through the usual motions. Remember, you are essentially a visitor to those worlds.
So is it to my understanding then that our facsimiles would just basically go through the natural course of the chapter until they reach the natural conclusion of said chapter?
Probably between the chapters.
Yeah, that's what
In
he's
which
basically
case,
asking. Yeah.
yes, it is likely. Thus, as long as you keep your visit to one of the subsequent chapters brief, such as in this case, you should be okay, as it is isolated enough from the rest.
Yeah, the kitty widget is the train episode, which
Yep,
is
chapter
fairly
3.
self
Yep.
Which
fairly
chapter 3 of
self-isolated.
Canopic being? Yep. Now, I don't think it'll be difficult to get him to follow our orders because I have Gias now. And no, he's not a fiend. Unfortunately, Alec can't just not Alec. River can't just dominate him to do work for us. I guess we can try to maybe getting him to work with us without having to just murder him on the train like we did last time.
Yeah, that.
Maybe. Now, was it a devil train or like just a robot train?
Oh god, it was a devil train, you're right.
Is that
Oh
a fiend?
So
No, it definitely had
Hold
a
on.
heart.
I mean, I know it's been a while, but
It was something.
can maybe like Ash or Phoenix try to recognize the type of creature that train was?
It was just a construct.
Oh,
Was
it
it
Yeah,
was.
construct?
I thought
Okay.
so. I thought so. But
an
River wasn't
enhanced
even there at that
construct.
point, I don't think.
That's why they don't have devil trains in hell yet. Nonsense.
Right.
Ride
Oh,
the
that-
red
Remember,
snakes in your boat of sticks.
Miriam does hit you with like the next question, and we are approaching the end of the session as they get to this point, which is let's get what will you do next?
Well, we would probably have to finish the chapters as soon as possible, and then we can try learning more about the. We still need to find more about Quill and maybe any particular weaknesses that he has before we even think of to confront him.
Given the low amount of time, it may be necessary to head directly toward one of the chapter's ends.
We were already
Yeah.
transfixed on fixing one of the chapter's ends. I believe the Legion of Iron. We just need to finish the Soul Beacon first before we actually go into there. But there's a mind inside of the chapter 3 of Canopic Being that we need to see in regards to setting up this Soul Beacon, as it were.
Soul Anchor, yep.
The Soul Anchor.
As long as it takes not too long, then let's make it necessary. It's so.
By the way, did you want me to try right now to see if I can maybe convince Miriam about the adjusting the contract, or did you want me to wait a little bit further?
I'd say let's make the Soul Beacon first, personally. Because either way, the Soul Beacon will provide us aid, whichever of them ends up in charge. So we cover our bases. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And mainly, I agree that we should do this at a later time because I am tired.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we are at the end of the session,
Mhm.
basically.
that's fair.
So
Nice
yeah, you
rolling
get,
flex of dice, Miller.
yeah, with you, we have in mind, but otherwise, it seems that's it. We will be reconvene next week and see what happens next. Wow.
Yeah, I
Spooky.
guess I'll go ahead and
Alright.
switch my vote, which was on